And so yeah, last time, if you saw when we were playing this, we actually got a crash midway through playing. And yeah, it was took me a bit by surprise. And now I'm a little unsure as to where the continue will drop us off. So we might have to redo some stuff, which is frustrating because this game moves very slowly. But I kind of want to know how this story goes. It goes hooks in me now, so I kind of want to have a look. Okay. Thought the game crashed when I tried to continue the game. I'm like, oh, that'd be good. I just can't even open the game anymore. So I haven't actually opened this since it crashed. So we'll see how this goes. If it doesn't, maybe we'll try a different game. But for the now, I feel like I'm gonna live in a very empty world. I just realized the logo is actually a man and a woman holding hands on a sunset. I wonder if that's like their final moments. So, I don't know where this is going to drop me, but for a recap, we are in a small town in England somewhere with a couple of, like, we've got basically transmissions or recordings from various individuals that have insinuated that there was some grand event that was happening post them discovering like electrical signals and stuff like that, and people started hearing things. Oh good, we're at the train. And yeah, it was, we weren't quite sure what it was. There's infection signs everywhere. Lots of stuff like that. I was playing some other games recently, so now I was trying to loot things there. But then we started seeing little blinding lights everywhere, and if those lights seemed to tell us information, insinuated that the town was struggling with a form of infection that seemed very heavy, that was causing people to hemorrhage out, and they seemingly were dying. But when they died, they'd just disappear, and no existence was left of them. However, there's these little balls of light that are telling us stories or guiding us around, which we'll see. Like, also there's lots of dead birds. We've seen a lot of dead animals, so it seems like a lot of bad shit happening. So we already actually did this segment already.
I lost my shoes.
Yeah, so we lost this. We're redoing this. So
there's arches on the green. They've taken my shoes, sir.
Howard Lantham, you opened the door.
So yeah, this is, so as I was explaining, you can see here that he was bleeding out. He's obviously infected. This is
Get up.
I lost my shoes.
What on earth are you doing here, Howard?
Steve.
I don't know if this is his mother.
To stay in case Lizzie phoned.
Stephen,
Yeah,
where is he?
Stephen is the
Concentrate.
Stephen is the doctor or the scientist that seemed to be working with his wife to figure out this
Listen to me, Howard
issue.
You find your shoes and you get to the
one of the
village.
persons leaving
Find
transmissions
Father
with his
Jeremy,
wife.
he'll give you some soup or something.
He
Off
became
with
very
you.
erratic towards
Where
the
are
end,
you
it
going?
seems.
I'm gonna find my
Also, hey
son,
Quasi, hey Red
and
Rover.
I'm gonna ask him what on earth he thinks he's doing.
You cheeky reader. Yeah, it's frustrating because I don't know how far back. I feel like we didn't get thrown back too far. I think I actually went just out there. I think we went to the road and that's where it cut out. So I think that might be the only thing we have to redo. Hopefully. I think we've seen things like Stephen going nuts and painting on walls and things like that. Hey Steedling, how you going? Yeah, I legit think I got to this road and then it crashed. I think it's what I remember, maybe? But yeah. The town of intrigue continues for us. Again, if you feel like I've missed anything or you see somewhere where you think I should go, let me know, but I will probably just make my way forward. Again, this town is a little bit bigger than I thought it was. Hopefully I haven't missed any story beats, but hard to say with a game like this. Hi, Diana. Because it's like, oh my god, holy shit, whoa, oh my god, Kuro! Oh my god, Kuro's raiding us. Hey Kuro! It's weird to be raided by one of my mods. How you doing? How was stream? What were you streaming? I would ask you to shout yourself out, but that'd be weird. Hang on. Hang on, what were you doing? I think I saw you doing an art stream, actually. I've been a little busy this morning, so... You're playing Genshin. Oh, you're playing Genshin. Shit. Have you... Oh, wait. You can actually stream Genshin? That's awesome. You still enjoying it? Bees. 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 A lot of people have bees here for some reason. Yeah, I did an art stream and play Genshin. Oh, nice.
There's something in the observatory with me. I can feel it reaching out to me.
Oh yeah, so we have done this. Okay, so I think I actually have been to these houses, but we'll go back to them. We'll do a little bit of redo to do us a catch up.
Loneliness.
Kate is the other scientist with Steven, and they're both investigating whatever this entity or situation is. How is stream, Kuro? Guys, if you're not following her already, please go do. She's wonderful. She's one of my mods. She's a fantastic artist. My display picture on Discord is actually her work. I wish I could attend more of Kuro's streams, but sometimes she does late streams, sometimes she does really early streams for me. Cool. Well, it was supposed to be an art stream, and then a lot of people just showed it and turned into a just chatting stream. I feel like that's how your streams go. Between you and Aiko, there's a lot of... You guys turned into a lot of just chatting. I think we went up here. I actually think I must have missed this when I before.
Wendy?
Oh, Wendy.
Wendy, wake up.
Eddie,
Oh, this is Wendy?
is that you?
No, it's me. It's Frank.
Oh, Frank. The door was open. I didn't think Graham would mind.
I'm sure he won't. What are you doing here?
Looking for Stephen, but I just ran out of steam. And the door was open. Have you listened to the radio? I thought I heard him on the radio before.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing.
That's interesting. The echoes can put transmissions into the radio.
Quarantine the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away.
What's he talking about?
I dunno ken.
It sounds like Kate actually
He's on the
sided
radio.
with it.
Try and reach him on the CB. You go to Stephen's house, and if I get hold of him, I'll tell him to come and find you.
0, 6, 0, 4.
I wonder if this actually has a different message.
1, 6, 1,
Can't seem to interact with this one.
1, 4.
We talked about a lot of stuff. It was fun. Yeah, I kind of like just chatting ones, but I find it's one of those things that I fall into the trap of I just want to really play games. You know me. I'm a fucking absurd game addict that I get my thumbs get twiddled. I start twiddling my thumbs if I like sit for too long. Someone just got yoinked out of their car, it looks like over there. I played Genshin on mobile because of one of my viewers asked about it. I can only play it on mobile. Oh, I see. I was thinking of streaming it, but I need to find a way that I can... So I can enjoy playing it on mobile. Do you have like a... What, Kuro, you could try and get like a controller for the phone so it plugs on either side. Nancy.
Evie!
Sam, I'm leaving a message for Rachel. Are you going to say hello?
Yeah, this guy seems...
Steve, you ain't got time for this.
It seems a bit of a prick. This is the one that's like he won't wait for his daughter.
In case she comes back here.
But Charlie says everyone's getting together at the hall.
Let's pump some iron while we
Rachel's
wait.
at the camp. She'll be fine.
I crouch.
Rachel, darling, anyway, listen, as I was saying, we're going to be at the village hall. We'll wait there for you. I think it's best if you just stay put and mind what Mrs. Graves tells you. We love you, darling. Bye.
You finished?
Yeah, you were thinking of buying a controller for mobile? Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. I kind of feel like I should, but I want to wait until I get a new phone, maybe, if I were to do something like that. Sometimes I see the flowers just moving in the breeze, and it makes me confused. Have some water? Alright. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. A very warm day. So yesterday was a warm night, and I ended up staying way too late, up late. And then this morning, oh yeah, we can look over the valley. Let's look us over the valley. Yeah, it was sort of a warm night last night, so I stayed up late. I almost completed Hades. I did some research about the... I spent a lot of time doing research about the Doki Doki literature stuff. But yeah, I'll probably have to do more about that soon. I was interested. Watched Samurai for a bit and stuff. Stayed up late, did some research. That's right, Quasi. You know, Doki Doki literature research. The brain's fried. Yeah, it sounds like everyone's who's studying at the moment seems to be pretty messed up. It was cold morning for you. Oh, really? It's gonna be. It's the warmest day we've had to this year so far. Well, outside of the early part of the year, but hey, Al. But yeah. What's this?
Come on, you stupid bastard.
Steven, settle down. Steven, settle down. Look, you've got it in the wrong gear. Look, for fuck's sake. Let me do this. Look, look, move over. God damn it. Steven, what are you doing? That's not going to help. Look, pop the bonnet. Giving up? Oh, he's dead. Oh. What you get for being rash. Spooky game? No, not so much a spooky game, more an eerie game. It's probably more of that. It's a bit methodical. Not methodical. What I'm looking for? Thought-provoking? Can't think of word. Yeah, hopefully this game doesn't crash. Again, I'd be very sad if it did. I would like to see the end of this. We're getting a lot more talking all of a sudden. Wait, what? There was just a voice and then it was gone. Oh, Jesus. So this must be Steven's house. So we've now made our way where Steven and Kate live, I guess?
It's your mother. Answer me.
Wendy, where are you?
Stephen!
Just vibing, dreading the week because I'm an American. Oh, God. Good luck, Quasi. If you guys have seen, a bit of discussion has happened on my Discord server about that sort of stuff. Again, I encourage you, try to stay clear away from social media if it's becoming overwhelming.
What have you done, Stephen?
Things will happen as things happen. It's already in motion. And I do not think that things will get as bad as some people seem to be insinuating. Do not let fear take control of your life. Like, America is a big place full of a whole heap of people. Amazing people. So...
There must be a logic to the pattern. It's shifting in response to me. It's alive. It's the only explanation.
Not gonna lie, your Discord has too many channels for me to understand where I can and can't talk. Ozzy, you can talk anywhere. Yeah, it's, whoa. The Discord is kind of like that, but it's kind of like how my brain works. I kind of like to have, all formulas, so there's no point in reading any of this. University of California. He actually studied in America. Oh, that's right, because Kate's American, isn't she? But yeah, it's one of those things where I kind of like having it all separated so we can discuss certain things. But the newcomers can be a little hard. Like, I think mostly it's just if you use the general chat and the chaos chat, if you just want to talk, but if you want specific things, then yeah. I have got a little bit of a breakdown.
Where's Kate? Are you here?
Oh, that must be her. That must be what happened to Wendy. Wendy passed away in Steven's yard. I'm doing awesome. I woke up early and did some college stuff and then streamed. Got how to interact with these. Seems to be there, but I can't seem to get it. There we go. Gotta be aliens. Fucking aliens. Not sure what it is yet. Wait, what? This happened a few times where it's like I've done it and then it doesn't seem to trigger and I don't know why.
Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us.
Oh, Wendy.
Come out now. It's all gonna be all right.
Oh
I
no.
can hear the jets coming.
Oh no.
It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here.
Cora, no.
This way.
They had hope until the end. Oh, there's a hard save. Okay, you guys can't see it. Behind me there was a little save icon came up. Oh, I've been forced forward. Oh. Wait, were we... Please don't tell me we were right at the end of the game and then it crashed. That'd be very sad about that. Very pretty. No, okay, good. Thank God. Very short stream. Yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to talk to me or Kuro or Armin or Rainbow. Like, we'll let you know what's up. But yeah, just go nuts. If you guys ever did anything wrong on the server, we would let you know. But it's pretty much do what you want. It's more a format than anything. Feels like an experience you can have in real life. Like, I've been to places where they have little light ups like this and nice little pathways. Something tranquil about it. I don't know why as human beings we love tiny flickering lights. Like, just very small. You'll notice that in a lot of homes now. I feel like you see it's a very big trend for people to have like Christmas, like white Christmas lights just up around their like room or in the backdrop of stuff. A lot of streamers, fuck me, there's a lot of streamers with the lights everywhere. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but like I've never been a space thing. I've never made crafted spaces. I'm more a person of I like digital space, so I don't have to have a heap of junk in my house. But, like, it's nice. Someone there? Frank. Which one was Frank? Frank was the guy in the train station? What? Oh, what? This song? farmland now. You want me to add that, Kuro? Oh my god, I'll try and remember. I need to set up a separate chat thing. I still just use the built-in chat from I still use the built-in chat from Streamlabs, but I feel like I should make a separate one. Let's get another app that actually can manage the requests and things like that a bit easier, the redeems. Is this the sound of God taking us? Oh, wow. Guess that's the lighting, that's the timing changed? Yeah, the time's changing. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Back up here. Let's run back this way. Let's watch the sun, because I think the sun's about to go on a little journey. Maybe it isn't a sun. Maybe that's the truth of right now. Maybe it's actually nighttime, and it's in complete control of the sun. That's why it changes so much. I wasn't expecting a song like this in this game, by the way. It feels very old movie. The truth. Frank, we need to get to your tractor. Steven can't drive a car, but perhaps we can drive your tractor. Frank. Frank. Oh, I heard a radio. How do I get in that field? I didn't stuff up, did I? I'm worried continuously that I've missed stuff. Oh, there's a radio.
All the power spiked with the last discharge and then went out again, and I could see the aurora dancing around Tower 6. At the same time, the headache intensified, and I think I began to hallucinate. Old and new memories are clashing and tumbling around me. We're on the cusp of a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Quasi, I live very close to the country, so it's very... I see tractors not pretty often enough, when I'm not in the city. The funny thing is about them is... when you're stuck on the road and you've got someone in huge machinery and you just have to be stuck behind this giant thing and try and go around them.
How best, Graham?
Morning, Frank.
You look a little out of breath. What's up?
Bloody observatory gates have failed. I came to see if I could borrow a ladder.
Bloody hell, there's a 12-foot drop the other side of that wall.
I'm old, but I'm not useless. No. Can I borrow the ladder?
No one said you were useless. Reese?
Hi, Frank.
Fetch Graham the ladder, will you, lad? It's round the side of the barn.
Will do.
And you be careful. I don't want Stephen Appleton coming mithering round here because you've broken your neck.
The dialogue is very comfortable in this game. I will say it's very well voice acted. I wonder whether or not they actually got professional actors that aren't just like just some voice actors they picked up. Do I hear some zombie modes? There's no zombie modes in this game, don't worry. Tractors are slow as molasses. I know they are, Quasi. They are just... very... Well, they're not made for speed. They're big hunkin' engines so they can pull big hunkin' things. Maybe Aussie tractors have jet engines then? You live near the boonies? Tractors all around. I love you guys call it the boonies. What does that even mean? Thank you, Kuro. Wants a souped up tractor hand. Shit, yeah. I just want to strap an engine to that bad boy. Take it 69 miles per hour. Hang on, what's the speed that you can go back to the future in? 88 miles per hour. Can we get a time traveling tractor going on? Boonies is the boondocks. But what are boondocks? That's another phrase. Like, okay, explain the boondocks to me. I know what the movie The Boondocks, the people The Boondocks. But Boondocks is the boonies. Thanks, Quasi. I'm glad we've had that clarified. Want to get the running shoes so I can run around. I kind of feel like I should play this on controller. I wonder if I can play this on controller so it's less rough on my fingers for having to like hold it button forever. Tune this bad boy up.
You never mentioned anything about them sickening yesterday.
I checked them last night on the way back and they were fine. I woke up this morning and the whole lot had gone. Tell me, Charlie, have you heard any birds today?
Well, I've not really been paying any attention.
That sister of mine reckons they're dropping out the sky all round the Wrekin. And Dr. Wade
That's
reckons
weird.
there's sick folk all over the village.
Meg said not to bother trying to get deliveries out. Set the quarantine in the whole valley. I reckon it's best we just sit it out. It'll all come right, Frank.
This'll all come right.
Yeah, right. I am sorry about your cows, Frank.
Oh, this is
But when
that's
things
right.
settle
Frank's
down,
cows
you'll
all
see
died.
all right. There's got to be provision for this sort of thing.
You want to listen to the radio more. Things don't seem like they're settling down at all. I tell you, Charlie, something big is happening.
Whoa. I love when the lighting kicks in. Google says, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, the phrase boondocks derives from the Tagalog word bundock, which means mountain. American soldiers stationed in the Philippines adopted the word in the 1900s, shifting its meaning to refer to an isolated or wild region. Interesting. See? Learning is fun, people. You have an interest in it. You should try and learn. Anything and everything. Poor cows, yeah. Whatever is happening is killing everything. Whether or not it's an entity that's trying to take life force from everything, or if it's just public footpath. If it's so public, why can't I get through? This is bullshit. But yeah, like it's one of those things that as much as I restrict how much like I learn in particular areas, like I don't want to learn how to program anymore. I don't want to do certain things in the IT space. I don't want to have to be super tech savvy. However, I do have an interest in IT and certain things related to it. However, I just like learning a lot of other random facts. Like it doesn't have to be this thing like you have to have it applicable. Like being just generally being larger versed in general in lots of things just can make you better in all sorts of ways. Like I love cooking. I love like spending a lot of time just understanding how comedy works, even though I would never be a comedian. Like there's lots of things like that where it's just you should just wise words from Sensei. That's another good one. Learning another language. Learning another language is extremely satisfying. Yeah. You do what you make yourself happy with. If you don't want to learn jack shit, you can do that. But you will find there's just various things that you'll feel better because you've learned just various little facts. And we can't learn everything. And you'll find people that know stuff that you don't, and you can learn from them, and then they can be your source on that information and stuff.
I hung up on Stephen. He doesn't understand.
Individuality.
Even if he were here to experience it directly, I'm still not sure he would. There has to be a way of consolidating, of offering reciprocal amplification to the signal.
So, question is, did Kate fix the problem, or did she expedite it? Or was there never no resolution in the first place? This could be a thing where it was like this was always meant to be. Sorry, I've got to entertain myself somehow as we move at snail's pace. Starting into a realm of a lot of twisting, turning paths, and worried that I'm going to miss stuff. Can't even look in this window. Looks like an empty building. Entertain myself. They say it's funny with comedy because they talk about how a good comedian should be two things. They should find themselves funny. Oh, wait.
The radio telescope in Tower 6 is burned out.
Oh, no.
The background radiation coming in from the Penrose region is off the scale.
Thanks, Garrett.
It's like mathematics is bending along with the light. Everything
That's a
is
different kind of
bathed in a
entertainment, Kuro.
strange glow. My face is still numb from the burn.
Oh. But yes, well, you need to be able to laugh at your own jokes. But at the same time, if you were the only person laughing at your own jokes, you can miss those around you. And there's a sense of, like, I feel like there's a sense of empathy that needs to go into comedy where it's like, you need to sense that what you're doing is impacting those around you. Still entertainment. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't not agree with that. Alright, what the this house has got light beads everywhere. What's going on? What the hell is happening to the sun out there? Something crazy is happening in this house? Oh. Let's tune this light ball up. What up, light ball?
How's your sister, Frank?
We've not spoken since the funeral.
Ah, I see. Well, listen, I did rather...
Oh, is this
wonder if
Frank's
you might
house?
do me a bit of a favor and check in on her. See if she's all right.
Dr. Wade, if they dropped the bomb, there'd be no left but cockroaches and Wendy boils.
It's a bit odd, really.
Poor
There's an
Wendy.
old chap, John Coles, regular visitor at Lakeside, went walkabout sometime last night. Now it appears Mrs. Boughton has done the same.
Enid? Well, that'd be clever. They amputated her leg last spring.
Yes, that's the thing. I've also got a surgery full of people with nosebleeds and headaches. The council are saying influenza, but I've been practicing for 35 years and I'm not convinced. I just wondered if you might pop by and see her.
Even if I did, do you really think she'd let me in?
Fine. Forget it. I'll see her. Leave it to me. Oh, and Frank, call the hospital and get them to collect all this stuff. It's been 8 months.
Poor Frank. Gee, I think that wife... Didn't the wife die of natural causes? Oh my god, Frank's house is a mess. Hear a weird noise. Imagine if the orbs played Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. Oh my god. Surely there's a modded version of this game out there that does something like that. Messes with you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank, you need some sanity in your life, mate. I don't think an engine on the kitchen table is good. An ambient humming that seems to be increasing in volume. Oh, hello. Found the ambient humming. Hang on. Try and get to you. I don't know how. Frank. Frank? What are you doing, buddy? interesting. Frank seems to be the only one who's staying still. Yeah, Frank doesn't want to leave his house. Everyone else has left but Frank. Or they're traversing around searching for something. Frank accidentally summoned aliens after his... It's all aliens. This has always been aliens. I mean, that is a high possibility. Not gonna lie, Red Rover. I don't know if I really want to go out in this field. This feels a little arduous. There was a thing over there, though, that we didn't get to. So perhaps I can go out into this field out there now. There's also something down there. I just don't want to wander off into places for no reason and then, like, have to wander all the way back because it takes so long. There is one. There we go. House looks gloomy. I look spooky. I am the spectre of spooky. Dreading getting exercise. I mean, if I can't walk somewhere, then perhaps. I mean, if I only have to be walk somewhere at slow pace.
That's over the ridge, just past the windmill. You want to live near the station in case you need a quick getaway?
Something like that. So you and Steven, I'm sensing there's not a lot of love lost there, huh?
That's between him, me, and the cows.
You're gonna have to explain that one for me.
It's nobody else's business. Look, you seem all right to me. You don't want to worry about that lot in the village.
Provided I'm left alone, I'm happy. Steven's the one who likes to be at the center of things.
No change there, then.
Francis Appleton. You are a bad man. No wonder your sister won't talk to you.
Aww. I like Frank. Path over there and a path there. Let's head this way. Frank Sinatra, the guy who sang My Way. I did it my way. You guys have no idea how loud and annoying I am at home. I'm a very quiet individual, but karaoke stream? I can't get over how many of you have asked that of me. Ironically, okay, alright. I'll put it out there because, oh, look, butterflies still exist. Still bugs. Bug. Okay, so we got to the other side of this, which seems to have led to nothing. So, good adventure. Let's go this way. Which singer's dying? You should sing once. That's the reason why I did get it, Kuro. So, Rainbow wanted for her birthday me to do a sing stream. Or at least do a singing of a song. And I was like, how am I going to do that without having to find individual ones? And I was like, oh, fine, well, how about I go get Twitch Sings? That might be an easier way to do it, and I can actually see how it integrates with all the systems and stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know when it's gonna die, but or when I'll organize for one of those streams. But you guys seem to really look at this gate. I know, don't close. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. The hell's this? Where am I? Hey Tanuki, how you going? I want to go with, to the Rapture, which is underwater. Bioshock. I'll be honest, Bioshock is not necessarily my cup of tea. It's very horror-esque. It almost seems like you can skip certain points in this game, which is interesting. Maybe there's like a way to fast track? I don't know. Oh, this is my home now. I don't even know what that is. Could you do me a favor, Kuro? Could you shout out Tanuki, please? Thank you again for the raid yesterday, Tanuki. I hope you enjoyed stream. It was a very fun one. No fast travel, I know. Driving me nutty. I saw you were streaming earlier. How was Monster? Were you Monster Hunter? I think you were playing Monhan. What was that? What? Hang on. You put? I didn't even see the voting poll. What's the poll? Should I do what? Is it? Should I do a sing stream? Is that what it was? Oh my god. I don't understand you guys. I don't know why you want to sing stream so bad. All right, we'll have to organize one at some point. My worry is that you guys will want me to sing something I have no fucking idea, because you guys, I don't know like a lot of like popular songs of the modern era. You've been practicing Raging Bracky. He's a bit of a pain in the butt solo. I do like that fight though. I think Raging Bracky is always not been too hard. He's just been scary because his damage is so high. But in World, because you have a bit more control over the monster, particularly him for some reason, he's really easy to knock out. Abusing as many wall runs as you can makes a pretty massive difference with that monster. But it's very fun. You sing whatever you feel like. That's true, Quasi. That's true. I'm in control here. You guys can listen to me sing metal all day. Destroy the fuck out of my voice, which is already pretty raw from streaming. Don't worry, Damien. The poll said yes. Good. I'm glad. Oh shit. I wanted to go over there, but it's on the other side of this thing. What's this way? Why? Every step I take, I'm like, am I getting further away from God's graces? Or away from, where I want to be? I assume most of these paths connect, though. Oh, this is nice. I would love to live by a small waterfall, a stream. Running water is just the best thing ever. I love it so much. Time to rip and tear. A car could... What? Karen took rip and tear.
Under the microscope, you could see how the light was following the cellular structure of its wings. The neural simplicity of the insects seems to prevent a full-blown infestation, so there's none of the hemorrhaging I'm seeing in the birds. But Stephen's wrong. This isn't an attack. It's a byproduct of the attempt to communicate. It's getting smarter. It's learning as it adapts. I'm confident of a breakthrough soon.
So was it an AI or aliens or evolution? Or all the three? Doom opera? Fuck me. Doom 2016. Mick Gordon. I love Mick Gordon so much. If you guys have not listened to the soundtrack to Killer Instinct 2013, 2012? I can't remember what year it came in. 2013? Super fucking good. He's an amazing fucking... He is a fucking genius. Watch the documentary on how he makes his sounds. He knows his shit. It's so wonderful. It's just frustrating what happened with Bethesda and him, but like, he's made a lot of connections over the past few years, and he's now working with a couple of metal bands and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited. Alien nanobots, nanobots, son. This layout reminds me of that found footage movie. Man, I feel like Tanuki knows a lot of horror stuff that I will have no idea about. Get off me. Don't touch me. No, balls. The Geth from Mass Effect? I don't know Mass Effect either. Must be a spirit here. Spirit, cleanse me. Show me your way. Who lives in this tiny little piece of shit? Me. Did I get it? I got it.
Breaker 9.
That's Frank.
Calling on 9. This is Lost Cowboy looking for anyone.
Oh, his
else
name's
there.
Lost Cowboy. I love that.
Breaker 19.
See, streaming.
Traveling
Streaming has
Sherlock.
always existed.
Charlie, you
This is
out
streaming
there?
right here, guys.
Over.
Hello?
family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do. I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant. My own family.
Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff.
No.
Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you spineless little shit.
Stupid bastard!
If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it.
What happened?
Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it.
Do what?
You've got to do it now.
Do what? Steven! Nice podcast. What's the thing of like, this is, you could tell, this is why radio dramas and things like that was so effective. Because, like, when it was the only accessible form of, like, I guess, audio drama, or, like, it just, you could have the story play out in front of you. And that was not really something you could do from your home, so everyone was pretty engaged in it. What happened in between Mike and Bethesda? So Mick basically, after 2013, he came back to do the soundtrack for 2019's one. Is it 2019? 2016, 2019, yeah. And oh, this is nice. And by the way, this is like, I love ferns. Ferns are like my jam. Oh, can't walk across. But he came back to do work on it. He was doing lots of work, it sounded like. But then at some point, Bethesda started reducing his like workload substantially. And suggestively is that he started being too expensive for them, and they started cutting cost corners in various development areas, including the soundtrack stuff. And they basically started taking his work and using less experienced musicians to make remixes or their own versions of it. And he was not very happy about that, because he wasn't even like aware of most of this playing out. So yeah, he does not look fondly of his last few years with Bethesda, so I don't think he'll be working on any more of their projects. So if another Doom something happens, I don't think he will be involved, like at all. I think he's pretty burned there. So yeah, it's not great, but it's the hard part about big business or big AAA games, sometimes, where it's just like, if upper management starts being a bit shitty, then yeah. If you don't, I know you saw he's made the soundtrack for Atomic Heart though. Yes, I did see that. Yeah.
Once he thought I could cope with knowing. Can I ever repay you for what you did?
I like the canna.
She was a good woman, Frank.
The best.
You should come back to church. Back to the community. You're missed.
I hate him, Father. I can't get down on my knees and pretend otherwise. And I don't understand why you don't hate him too.
I try my hardest not to, Frank. Goes against the job description somewhat. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. The conviction of things not seen. We have to trust him, even when his methods are hidden from view. Maybe see you on Sunday.
Yeah, these flowers didn't decay. Did he only put them there recently? I guess that's why the official soundtrack of Doom Eternal has been delayed for literally 2 years. Yes. It's... There's that, and also the fact that I feel like he might be, feel like they're not completely happy with the soundtrack at the same time as well. Okay, you gonna go lurk, Curd? No problem. Enjoy lurk. I have a question, Aussie question. Is it true Aussies call toilets shit rags? Shiz rags? Shiz rags. I mean, you could. I wouldn't say that I would. Oh, have I gone around in a circle here? I think I have. Can I not go over these? I saw a video on the toilet roll stockpiling thing. We call them shit rags sometimes, but that's I wouldn't say it's like common for him to say that. I would say the people who are common would say that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're from England, correct, Nuki? Yeah, I hadn't realized that at first, because, like, you must stream at very late hours, because I thought you were an American from what I'd seen you streaming at. The only other English streamer I've interacted is Rukizil, which I assume you probably know him as well. He's another Monster Hunter streamer. The fuck, Tanuki? I feel a little lost at the moment. Don't actually know which way's forward. I think I wanted to go to the windmill. That's what I was going to use that as a guiding post. Sorry for the confusion. That's okay. Not confusing. It's more just it's always hard to tell when where people are from, because I've had a couple of people that sound American and they're actually from the Philippines and things like that. Actually, he's got an amazing voice, and I think was he from the Philippines as well? I can't remember where he's from. And he said he spent like quite a few years in Australia, but he's got like a thick American accent in my opinion. And yeah, find that pretty interesting. I don't quite remember. You're on your own. Where to go? It's okay. I feel like I'm heading up that way. It kind of feels like where I need to be. Except I'm kind of might be trapping myself in this field here. But yeah, hopefully you can join us in a couple of Monster Hunter sessions, Tanuki, because yeah, I've been talking to Prince about how we want to expand the collective of streamers that we interact with in terms of the Monster Hunter stuff, because it surprises me, because me, Prince, and Buns will probably be doing LG's tournament again, but we're still the only ones that are doing it as a collective. I know it's probably sort of detrimental in a sense, because one of us will be the core, which will be Buns, but it's that thing of, I honestly think Monster Hunter is the funnest when it's with a group of friends and you can just hang out and stuff like that. And I know that it's good to have a rotating roster of people from the viewers and stuff like that, but it's like, I think it's so much easier to stream a game like that when you're interacting with people. But I don't know. I don't know what's best for necessarily the viewership in a sense. And it's like, you don't have to do it all the time, but I've met so many wonderful people that I just want to be able to play with them. It'd just be fun.
Frank, for God's sake, stop!
Keep back, you bastard. I know what you've done.
Oh, he's got a gun.
Where is she? I've got to find her.
You stay away. Someone's got to warn them. Someone's got to stop it.
You can't stop it. You have to understand. You hate me, I get that. But if we don't do this, it's not just the valley, it's everything, Frank. It's all gone.
You're talking.
I'd watch this if it was a TV show without all the ghost parts. Oh, fuck.
Take one step closer. I'll bash your bloody skull in, I swear to God.
All right, I'm going. But if you see Lizzie, tell her to get out. There's still time. Please, Frank. For her, not me.
If you're that bloody caring, you can save her yourself.
Don't you get it? I have to stay. Someone has to be here to confirm that everyone is dead.
No, I don't understand that part. Why do we have to confirm everyone's dead? What does that accomplish? I'll be upfront. I have health issues, so my availability will be hard to promise on. Well, that's the thing. You guys supporting me, I support you. Oh, Tanuki. Thank you. Am I about to be bombed on? That's a raid warning sound, siren. Who's playing that? Am I dying? Is this where I die? 20 police coming for me. Oh, fuck, not again. I can't even run away. So, Tanuki, one of the things is that I feel like because me, Prince, and Buns, like I'm pretty much always on a schedule. You'll see my streams are always up on schedule. Buns and Prince, I think Buns has mostly a schedule. Prince is a little intermittent sometimes, but it's one of those things where it's like if you ever see one of us three streaming, we're probably very likely to be happy to have someone join us while we're doing stuff. So, if you don't have a regular schedule, that's fine. Like, yeah, just because it's the same. I said to Bear and Orange Kuro, it's like, you guys just want to join us, feel free.
Again, but the
Kage
power
as
has
well.
burnt itself onto the lens. It's soaking up light and radiation, but not routing it anywhere. So I can only guess that it's using it as an energy source in its attempts to communicate. It needs more power. I wonder if I could boost the reception by using multiple towers.
Right. So again, is Kate giving it what it's wants a bad thing? I want to get up to the windmill. How do I get to the windmill? Feed the beast. Someone reporting for illegal poaching in Monster Hunter. Shit. I've actually... So, I know Prince likes to bring up. So, in Monster Hunter lore, is actually characters that do hunt other hunters. For ones that do, I guess, illegally poach or overhunt or things like that. Because it's meant to be... Hunting is only meant to be restrictive to push back the animals. The grinding that we do in the game to make all the armor sets, that's not canon. All the side quest stuff, kind of canon. But it's one of those things where there is meant to be a morality to all the stuff we do. It's meant to be ethically, environmentally balancing, basically. But can't take that at heart. Can't take it all to heart, I guess. But I do like at least they somewhat touch on that. Because you do fuck up a lot of monsters in that game. Oh, hello, Will.
Oh, thanks, Frank. That should get it out of the way.
Oh, it's Lizzie.
I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Oh, is this their first meeting?
Oh, I only just put petrol in it as well. Robert's taken the
Up the
other
hoot.
car
Why is
into
everyone
town.
suck with their cars here?
Back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
She's got toy swords in the
He's
back.
off on another bender.
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
So, I'm a little confused. So, Robert, Lizzie, Stephen. Frank, who's Frank's wife? Or is that Lizzie Frank's daughter? I'm a little confused now. She uses dual blades. Two toy pirate cutlasses. Stockpiling weapons. No wonder this town's so violent. For sure. This place is a dangerous town. I'm glad to be out of here. I'm getting out of here, guys. Finally escaping this town. I love that's what I did the first time around. Like, I'm escaping here, and I ran up a road, and then I just found the second half of the game. Oh snap, is this in the UK? The bus stop? Yes, it 100% is Tanuki. Yeah. You didn't notice the accents? I guess sometimes it's hard to notice your own accent. But I feel like British ones, English ones are a bit easier to recognize because different regional dialects are so heavy. Whereas I don't feel like with Australia we have so much. Oh, it's Lizzie. How many ghosts do I have to encounter? This town's so much bigger than I thought it was. I want to go to the windmill, Lizzie. I'll be back, Lizzie. I want to go this way. So a refresher, we know Frank is Mary's husband. Yeah. Oh, Mary's husband. Wendy's brother and Stephen's uncle. Oh, it's Stephen's uncle. Right. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah, alright. That's where I got a little confused. I thought Frank and Stephen were brothers for a second there. Very potent, ominous music starting to play as I get closer to this windmill. Does the windmill power God? I don't think so. I got like that just I got attached to it. It just sort of took me with it. No flag. Little bit of rain though. Empty. Mia. Mia. Sometimes that looks like Frank's gun. Oh, it's Frank running the siren. And my eyes.
My name is Frank Jacob Appleton. And if you're listening to this, then maybe Stephen was right. And by sending the planes, he stopped it all getting worse.
Oh, what? Stephen organized it.
It's a beautiful morning.
Oh, he was stopping the plague from spreading. Okay, alright, this makes a little more sense.
I wasn't there when Mary died. I was too scared. So I went to the pub instead.
Oh shit, Frank.
What will be, Frank, she said.
Poor Mary.
And I just want you to face it with me. And I didn't.
You shit.
But I will now. I will face it with you now, Mary.
I don't think that's how that works.
They're coming.
If this really happened, why is there no remnants of explosions? Why is the version of what I'm seeing... I saw the bombs, but there's no explosion remnants. Or are they dropping a gas that killed everyone? Even still... Keep thinking. I'm Ghost. I don't want to be Ghost. I'm about to find the best bread in the world. It's up here. In the windmill. Oh shit. Super dark now. At some point, I think very early on in the game, I was trying to figure out if I was one of the Kate or Stephen. I feel like it's like there's a high possibility that I might be Kate. Like, I don't know. I wanted to go in the windmill, but that's not happening. Game's like, get out of here. Screw it. Follow the trail. The lyrics of the song, oh shit, Quasi, oh, don't tell me that. I haven't been paying attention to them. I've been using the music to talk over. I don't know if I'd be very good at deciphering that though, because it's very operatic. So it's a lot of accentuated notes and words that I don't know if I can actually understand what they're saying. Someone give me a small golf buggy. I need to get to the end of this path. Oh, I didn't realize the lights disappear as I walk forward. I can't understand what they're saying. The lyrics without the lyrics in front of you. Yeah, I don't think there'd be any way for me to notice that. I understand the point of this because it's meant to be methodical. It's meant to It's meant to let you take in the moment and analyze what's happening and understand, like, try and figure it out for yourself. Like, it's not just you're going from story beat to story beat, but it does become a little long in the tooth. What's up, Lizzie? She's off. Wait, has she got two beams? It look like her and another. Look, there's a smaller thing around her. Long in the tooth. I don't think I've heard that expression before. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm bad sometimes with expressions, and I merge two expressions and get very confused.
Mrs. Graves! Lizzie, Mrs. Graves!
Rachel?
Hey, what on earth's going on? It's been awful.
Oh, this is Rachel.
And the lightning and all the power went out, and everyone was in the hall, so I told them all to stay put. But then Sean Davis said he wasn't going to be told what to do by a stupid bloody girl and went out for a cigarette. And then didn't come back. And then Di, she went out after him and she didn't come back either.
Where is Dylan? Was he with Sean and Di?
No, I've been looking after him. Do you think they'll come back?
I don't know, Rachel.
I don't care what anyone thinks. I just know if he was my baby, I could never leave him. Even if the whole world was coming to an end, I'd make sure he came first.
You'd be a good mum, Rachel. Oh, don't worry. It's fine. Go back inside and tell everyone that they're doing a great job. A really wonderful job. I just got a few things to finish up here, and then I'll come in and join y'all.
Right.
Go on.
Lizzie staying strong. Raining now. Lakeside holiday camp. Oh, what? We're at a holiday camp. Peter Pan rehearsals. Peter Pan. Missing. John Coles. Hang on, holiday horses. Just got in.
You can't save them. Just pack a case and meet me at the station.
They've closed the lines. Weren't you listening to the radio? Because of the flu.
There is no flu, Lizzie.
Oh, Christ, Stephen, I'm not stupid. Of course there's no flu. But the stations are still closed.
There's an access footpath that runs alongside the main tunnel. You can get out that way. They won't have thought of it.
Just realized there's a high possibility it was Steven, just because of the fact that...
What, like you're not using one right now?
Funny. Listen. Just don't use the phone after this. No TV or radio either. It can hide in the signal.
You make it sound like it's alive.
I don't think we have a word for what it is. Just promise me. Don't tell anyone. Pack quietly. Meet me at the station tomorrow, all right?
I feel awful lying and leaving all these people here.
It was a brilliant idea about the show. Top marks for that, you clever thing.
Oh, that's a good phrase.
I'll see you tomorrow.
So, Steven appears to have, like, he's sticking around. Like, that's the thing. He's checking up on everyone. He's interacting with everyone. So, perhaps he is us? Yeah! Because it does feel somewhat like we're checking up on everyone. We're going to all the regions. I wonder if we actually go to any of the towers, because we know that Kate went to one of the towers. Going crazy with power as soon as the game lets him flick a light switch. Look, there's very little to interact with, so... Bomb. Again, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know if this is the game's representation of this. If this dropped from the fucking sky, I don't care how industrial this is, that it's... like... it's not dented in any way. Like it's just on the ground. It didn't make a dent in the ground either. Read the bomb?
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
I couldn't really hear 100%. I think it was just a warning announcement. Gas! Gas bomb. But it says gas with 2 S's. Does that mean something? Gas. Whoa. That actually spooked me. Okay, interesting. I love how many maps there are around where it's to remind you this is where you are. VX is nerve gas. Yeah, okay. That's why it has 2 S's? Oh, you don't know why it has 2 S's. I don't know. Looks like they were camping out here. I don't think there's anything unsettling about that. It's nice to play a game where it's just there's just lots of stuff around where it's like I don't have to necessarily read into 100 million things. Like, I wonder if the lights were just trying to save people in the end, preserve their memories, or it's just an echo. It's just something that happened as part of their automatic process where it's like they were doing a thing already and it just happened to create an image of others. Thought there might have been a spirit here, but I think it's just the particles in the air. Nice to have a game with good prop design that doesn't need you to collect everything in your inventory. I agree. I do find that the lack of interaction is a little frustrating. Like I can't push anything. There's no physics, but I think it would be a little distracting from what the game would be if I did. I don't know. There is a ladder. Can I climb the ladder? It leads into the roof. No point. I feel like there's something I'm missing in this place. East shade for you. Tons more interaction in an equally nice world. Alright. I feel like, again, I want to be careful playing too many walking sims just because they are a very particular type of game to play. But if they can express some interesting concepts and things like that, definitely be interested. And I feel like I should be able to go into certain areas and I couldn't. I think the only thing that I think I would ever change about this game is picking up that pace just a small amount, even if it's like 0.2.
We're not even really talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed, and then when
Oh, what the fuck?
It's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
Oh.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert. Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here, rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. You're still young, Lizzie. You got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours, or that husband, as an excuse.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors.
One, always know someone who's good with machinery. Have someone in your life that knows how to do machinery and stuff.
During this period, be
Who,
sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Is this? I'm fairly sure this is Kilroy, isn't it? It's an anti-propaganda symbol. That's me. This was an anti-propaganda symbol from World War I or II. It's very particular in meaning, but it's like, it's weird to have that just in somewhere like this. But there's a whole thing around that. Yeah. Weird. Don't know if that's insinuating anything, but it might also be relative to the time period. Because Kilroy was, so it's like a weird phenomena where it was like one of those ones where there was probably an initial artist or a group of artists that started tagging it around like London and I think in America as well. I think there's been a couple of instances of styles of that as well. There's one in Australia that was happening about a couple of months ago actually. Not a couple of months ago, probably about a year ago or more. Yeah, like, I don't think this is the right time period for that, so a little confused.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling. As if the valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something.
I want that.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling.
Clipping into the bed.
The valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something, not a something itself. I'm losing track of time. Of whether I'm asleep or awake. My fingers have gone numb at the tips. It's like they still feel. But what they feel is no longer for me. Like the signal has been hijacked.
I've seen a lot of props around, like these little cassette tapes, and there's a heap of things that look like they've got text applied to them. I can't read it. And whether or not they're meant to be readable, or if they're meant to be something where it's like, if you went through a lot of the files and found a whole heap of like actual references, there's actually little bits and pieces that add additional clues, or they're just little set pieces that add flavor to the world. I would imagine this game had a pretty big community that dove into a whole heap of this stuff. And I'm always curious, in certain IPs, whenever I get very invested in them, that's the thing I like to do, is I actually like to go see what people have tracked up and stuff, especially post like a lot of things, because it's like, you can spend a lot of time looking yourself, but as a collective you can do a bit better. Can't open this gate from this side. Yeah, the Reddit posts are pretty big for this game? I imagine so. I feel like a lot of people would also put a lot of their inflection on it as well. I think this is something that might be a bit hard, where it's like, oh, this is its true meaning, this is what you should be thinking about, or this, rather than stating a lot of factual stuff that comes to a game like this. Simon says, cat paw on red. Uh-oh, it gives you a shock. Zzz. There's a channel that I've been seeing on YouTube a lot recently that I'm quite interested is, and I've heard a lot about it more and more recently. It's the concept of animals using buttons in the home to express their emotions because they can't talk. So they can specify, oh, I want this now, or I want that, or I'm hungry, or I'm sad, I'm happy, go outside. But there is a degree of that where it's like, I feel like that would be hard. Wait, what? Hang on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused as to where the hell I am right now. But, I feel like it would take a lot of training, a lot of practice, and it wouldn't always be accurate. But, it is an interesting thing to watch happening, because it does seem to be, like, pretty clear that they are interacting or talking to you.
That's the fourth one this morning. Did you fish it out?
Yeah. Did you get a chance to think about that pay rise?
Oh, I'm sorry, Reese. I've been a little bit busy. Oh, Rachel.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Graves. I was packing away the tennis things.
Did you check Mr. Cole's chalet again like I asked you to?
He's not back yet.
I haven't seen him either. Do you think he went into town?
Maybe, yeah, something like
So
that.
the Dentons were booked in for a 4:30 tennis session, but they didn't show up. So I went to their chalet. You know, they always take...
I love the word chalet.
But they weren't there either. I think maybe they went into the village for a hoover bag and might have given Mr. Cole a lift.
A hoover bag? Why on earth would they do that?
Well, I think maybe Mrs. Denton was hoovering and the bag broke, so they had to get another one. Because there's this dust all over this chalet.
Huh. That's interesting. Dust all over the chalet. Oh look, the door they didn't make a proper door seal here. Do you have eye tracking linked up to this avatar, or his eyes do whatever? The blinking, no. The eye tracking, yes. It has trouble though, because so the reason why blinking is automatic is because I wear glasses, and it doesn't like. I have very thick black frames, and it doesn't like the rims of them. But the eye tracking does mostly work though. I think there's a lot of it is also tied to the fact that I turn my head, so mostly you'll get it out of me like turning left and right sort of thing. So because this one's a very rigid 2D model.
Is your hip giving you grief today?
Yeah.
Always gives me grief. And I managed for the last 10 years, so you're a little late for the knight in shining armor routine.
Suit yourself, I'm only trying to help.
God damn it, Stephen. I'm not some useless, sappy girl that you can just string along forever. Look around you. I made all of this. I built it on my own when everyone else had written me off as some poor little cripple.
You know that's not how I see you.
Well, you weren't there, were you? No. You'd given up on me long before the accident.
What do you want from me, Lizzie? I love you. I'll do anything.
Anything except tell Kate? I thought not. I love you too, but sometimes I think you just say what you think everyone else wants to hear.
Steven, you're a little shit. It's weird though that a game would incorporate a bit of a romantic drama in it. Sad cat. Pool rules. No running, no diving, no ducking, no bombing, no heavy petting. No heavy petting. Fuck you. Don't know about the bombing thing though. I feel like perhaps the government didn't listen. No bombing. I want the soccer ball. I do wish that I could play this game without my avatar being so messed up. The rigging isn't that intensive, or it shouldn't be, but you know. We been here? Toilets. Hours. I'm about to say, you're not allowed in the ladies? No, you're not allowed in the gents. Gotta beef up your rig. I would if I could, Quasi. Eventually, one day. This is I've talked about it before. This is the time period. I'm at the mark where this is like the limits of when I would usually let a PC stick around for. And usually upgrade it all. But not really that easy for me to upgrade it right now. So might have to just go a little bit longer. It's funny because it's like I could have it's a weird feeling, just the fact that I know that I could have been doing this for years. I could have been streaming for so fucking long, and just making the decision to eventually do it, like,
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District
yeah, I don't know.
Council Emergency Measures Committee.
Just yanking your chain.
Are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza.
It's weird the fact you see the windmill so close. I didn't even know this was on the other side of this. They did a good job of hiding some of this stuff. That looks really weird. So I guess this makes sense as to why Lizzie's here, because she's very attached to this location. This is her life's work. Pretty substantial, to be honest.
Catherine.
It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him. It's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry?
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. Certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you, or...
No, I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth,
But Lizzie, please.
Lizzie.
You could step back there.
Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. That's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
Yeah, it is weird they went for the route of doing the romantic drama thing. Guess I can't get in there, maybe? Oh, Kate was in this. This is where the electricals are. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't say how much of it she built. It could just be some fancy rich girl who thinks she built it because of daddy's money and hide the workers. That's true. I mean, it also, like, we don't know how long this has been here. You could have re-established it. Really hard to say. Also, I love these fucking things. These are one of my favorite things ever. If I lived by a lake, I would totally just buy one of these for myself. Oh, can I just go in the water? I can. I want to ride that thing. Have you ridden one before? Yeah, I've ridden quite a few times, actually. Surprisingly quick if you pedal them.
She's done a runner.
Don't say that, Reese. She wouldn't do that. Would she? What about Dylan?
She's not exactly jumped at the chance of looking after him, has she? She's just left you to it. She's not coming back.
We really are in British drama realm, aren't we now?
She's always thinking of everyone else. There must be something important she needs to do.
I wonder how much they've watched, like, British television. It really does feel like I'm watching British soap now.
Spain can wait. Listen, you get back in there, and you make this the best bloody Peter Pan ever performed in England. And I'm gonna go and get your mum and dad.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise.
Can't tell if they were together. They look like they hugged, maybe. Your kettle's ready for. Get your kettle's ready for intermission. I was talking about yesterday. Was it yesterday? About how Monty Python. It's crazy to me that so many people have been influenced by Monty Python, and there's so much amazing stuff related to that. But there is a degree of how much will people remember in the future? Like, how much staying power has it got in terms of, like, will people still know Monty Python in, like, do the younger generation know it now? Or is it, like, we're reaching a point where it's so historical now that it's, like, it's not really much point. Because, like, it's people talk like how Buster Keating and things like that, where it's, like, no one, like, I definitely haven't seen any of his work and stuff like that, but I'm aware of him and stuff.
Oh, God, Stephen. What's happening to me?
Juggles. Oh.
Oh, God, Stephen.
That's a particularly ominous one we've had so far. Doghouse! Monty Python is so, but few people know about it anymore. Yeah, so it's really funny because I remember when I was in uni, it was one of those things that I was surrounded with nerdy boys. A lot of them very much knew Monty Python, were fans of it and stuff like that. But a lot of them hadn't seen a lot of it. They'd only seen like the Holy Grail or the Meaning of Life and things like that. And I grew up, my family is British, and so it's like I've grown up with a lot of British television, comedy, all that stuff. And yeah, so it's, to me, it's not too absurd knowing all the extra stuff and imagining that a lot of people should just know it. But it's definitely now a thing that I feel like is very much like, and it's a weird thing to say about comedy and shows progressing and stuff like that, is like things have been done a million billion times. Like, they may be the first to have done it, but if people looking back, it's like it feels arcane in a sense and stuff. So it's like, you know, damn those volumetric rays over the lake, pretty good. Hey Brids. I don't know, is this, I don't know if this is coming times. I don't know if this is coming times. The Rapture turns me on. Have you played this, Prince? This is my first time playing this. Wow. The third, is it the second session or third session? But yeah, it's great. Big agree on the point before you were interrupted. Many cummies. Heard radio. I feel like I've missed some stuff and I'm worried that I have. But it's such a long way to walk.
All 5 towers are now operating together, and I've got the reception up to the red zone, but it's not enough. I'm going to try and route the signal through Tower 6 to create a singular point of reception and
is Kate being manipulated here? I still can't figure that out.
Focus a signal spike on the point of origin. If I conceptualize this origin point as a 7th tower, then it makes a kind of sense. Kind of. I think we're moving so far beyond everything I understand about physics.
I love how many lick nuke emotes are just very... He's got very good emotes. I wish I was able to attend Nuke's streams a bit more. I'm glad that he has a YouTube channel though. It's so fucking applicable. I know, that's the thing. I feel like he is he's got his finger on the pulse. I feel like. That one's pretty good, Prince. That one's very applicable. I wish I had them on my phone, man. This is like usable emotes at times. Who's this?
You're sure no one saw you? Mrs. Graves?
I can hardly look her in the eyes. I'm hungry! Are you sure we got enough money?
I know, man. I know.
Once we're in France, we can start working anyway.
My dad will bloody skin you.
We'll be in Spain and married by the time your dad knows we've gone.
Okay, they are together. See, a lot of British drama going on. How'd you like yesterday's stream, Prince? Went off the fucking rails towards the end. That was crazy. Lost complete control. In-game is horny too now? Yeah, I know. Prince summoned the horny. That's what he does. Apparently I'm a problem in other people's streams. I turn up and then it's me causing it. Never me. Never me. It's so good. Glad your stream got it. It's interesting because I was looking into it because I don't want to break any illusions, but it's interesting that the stream it seems to be the type of stream that brings individuals to it, and I do wonder whether or not that's what they do, is they look which streams are active. Yeah. Too sexy for other people's chats, apparently. PixieC just seems to just let loose when I'm around for some reason. And I think Samurai's just always horny. Oh, is this the gate we couldn't get through before? It is too. Fuck. Can we get through this? I definitely think Samurai is always horny.
This is a public service.
Oh, he's a young male. I feel like that might go hand in hand with that.
Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of
Young male boy on the internet.
Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
And imagine during COVID if any of this like messaging was playing over the top of just street areas and stuff like that. You feel like the world is ending. And I know there's a degree of that where people need to be shaken awake and be like told, look, the world is fucking ending. You need to do something. But there's still going to be times where people don't listen to it, and frightening people, over frightening people is an issue. Because it starts making people like a little irrational, as we've seen over the past year, so. Still weird to me that you have so much just constant COVID news, but smoking.
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
Smoking.
Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him. I don't know.
Seems like some of the final moments of Lizzie.
Whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Steve.
I want to know what happens to Jeremy. Jeremy is an interesting character, and I wonder whether or not there's a glass shatter on this one.
Well, I love him, so I'd hope that was good enough.
Or is he just the liaison for a lot of other people's emotions in this game?
Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
Wait, did Lizzie just see the orb that it was Lizzie? It was also starting to thunder. And lightning. And there's painting. Like, I thought there was a storm coming. Why is this all outdoors? Should I follow the light balls? There's an area over here. Let's go over the area over here. Again, if I could just chuck my skates on, we'd get there much faster. Quasi. The intrigue is high. Again, I wonder if I can switch this controller. Hang on. Let's test something. Oh, okay, there we go. It's already working on my controller. All right, we're doing controller times now, so it might take me a second to figure out how to interact with objects and stuff like that, but this might be actually a good test. Oh. Thank you for the host, Prince. Are you doing Monster Hunter later today, man? I was planning to do Mon Hun after this, or a bit of Hades. I think we'll do Mon Hun, but I kind of really wanted to just play the shit out of this, so who knows, I might just play this all day. I don't normally do this, but I've been fully hooked in. You might play, but you won't stream until maybe Wednesday? Okay, no problem.
It's quite something, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it?
I have a 24-hour stream on Saturday. Whoa, what the fuck? Why you? I didn't know that.
This is right, boss.
Are you doing it for any particular reason?
Right.
Oh fuck, it's Extra Life. Oh my god. I totally... I was going to try and participate in that this year, but I don't know. Is it too late for me to get involved? Hang on. Actually, I probably can't. I've got... It's actually good I didn't sign up for it because I need stuff to do. You can still join the team. I think this is... I think this actually has happened at a poor time. I was about to say I totally can, but I can't commit to it because I've got stuff IRL. Buns is doing 3 streams. Oh, okay. Oh, she's doing it over 3 streams. I didn't know that. I actually completely missed what was happening there because I was thinking about this. Yeah, I would have loved to have done that, Prince. Fuck. I'm glad I didn't sign up for it because I would have had to have cancelled. So it's probably for the best. Me do the full 24 hours. I probably would have done the 24 hours. I'm curious. I've talked about it before. I used to be a big old nerd that did a fuckload of 24-hour. I do like 3-day sprints of playing video games with friends. Get very destroyed by it. But like I'm a bit older, so 24 is probably the extent. You can try and join us for it anyway. Yeah, I think if I'm streaming that day, maybe, but I think I might not be home. It depends. We'll see. I'll see what I'm doing. IRL stuff, unfortunately, has to take precedence here. And I might be very, very exhausted. I'll definitely promote the shit out of it though, man. Come by to my Discord if you want and drop like it. Let people know. Make sure everyone knows you're doing it. And if you put a tweet out, I'll definitely amplify it and stuff. Let other people like Riku and Bear and everyone know. Are you gonna be playing Monhan, or are you just gonna be? You gonna just play it by ear and see what you're gonna play? I assume you're gonna play a fuckload of stuff. Actually, now that I've said that aloud. Buns will be joining us for the typical Monhan Saturdays. Okay. Oh, hello. How am I gonna interact with this thing now? Now that I've changed the controller, how do I interact with the orb? How do I interact with the orb? I'm now on controller and I don't know how to interact with the orb. Lick the orb. I don't know if I can lick the orb, CJ. How do I make lick happen? How do I lick? How do I lick you? I need to grab onto the orb. On controller, on mouse and keyboard, it was... Explore, keep looking, make haste. Shut up. Quasi, is there been a run button this entire time? And I haven't been running? Handling strange events. I can't interact with the orb. Keep moving, sensitivity, vibrate, swap sticks. Alright, hang on. Considering this, I'm gonna have a look at something. Right. Right. I see. Okay, cool. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna try and figure out how to interact with this orb. So it seems to be one of the shoulder buttons. Definitely not a thumbstick. I generally didn't remember. That's okay, man. That was on me. Alright, this might be a bit annoying for you guys to look at for a sec, but I need to figure out how to do this. Hang on. Like, first of all, let's find the interaction point here. So that standing here, I can interact with the orb. So... Okay, so it's hold that and then the stick, okay. This one might just been a bit funny to try and do. Because of the small house it's in.
And you found it like this?
Yeah. I got into the habit of checking in first thing in the morning just to make sure he's had his pills.
Mr. Coles is not a well man, Elizabeth. It's entirely possible he upped and wandered off. If things progressed, the mind can be...
Why are they talking in so many different camper vans?
That's all I'm saying, Doctor. He never misses the mid-morning bingo.
He didn't smoke, did he?
Not that I knew of.
There's a funny... It's like ash.
Well, that is odd. Reese cleaned in here yesterday afternoon. I'll have to have a word.
It's not like cigarette ash. Strange.
Dr. Wade, there's just been a phone call. We need it back at the village. Apparently Mrs. Barton has disappeared.
Ash smell. What does that mean? This is a new symptom. Alright, so apparently there's a sprint button. Alright, so this is normal movement speed. We're moving at normal movement speed. Apparently there is a sprint. Kind of weird how they bebop around. Yeah, it's a little weird. Our time, but then the games after we'll be doing other games. Okay, cool. Okay, so apparently there's a run. To make haste is meant to be the shoulder button. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it doesn't appear to be doing anything. I don't think I'm running any faster. Am I? Maybe I am. Hang on. Let's look down. That's usually my good way of... I don't know. Doesn't feel like I'm actually running any faster.
Hi, this is Kate Collins and Stephen Appleton. Leave a message.
Stephen, it's me. I'm leaving. I've waited as long as I can. If you are there to meet me, I'm leaving for the station now, but I am going anyway, whether you're there or not. But I love you. Please be there. I love you.
So that was Kate's home phone number as well, so... Lizzie obviously didn't make it out. This is the back of the school. This is the back of the school. So apparently this is make haste. You feel much faster, guys? I don't feel much faster. Maybe I'm moving slightly faster. Remember that 0.2 I was talking about? Maybe this is that 0.2. Perhaps we are a tiny fraction bit faster. It is hard to say. Definitely looks a little faster. Yeah, I think it might be. I'm not too bad.
I think it was instant. I know that's no help.
Oh, look how clear this baby bottle is.
There was nothing we could do. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Pat.
You've woken the baby. Just leave me alone.
Rachel, I'm sorry.
Oh, Rachel ended up having a child.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. So hang on. The orb... Was the orb Lizzie or not? I thought... So we're interacting with Lizzie's memories, but I don't think that was Lizzie. I think that might have been... Rachel. Life's a monkey's paw. Life's like a roller coaster. It's got to ride it. That wasn't her baby, if I recall. Oh, okay. Oh, this is... I do feel faster. I'm not gonna lie. I can tell when I'm moving like this. Hello.
It's just been on the radio that they're closing the roads. Something about the flu?
No one here has flu, Sean. There's no flu here. I overheard Mrs. Graves, and she said another family of Appleton left. She said they must have left last night, but their car and all their stuff's still here.
Screw this day. There's 15 people Upton left in 2 days. I don't like it.
I don't like it?
Where's the baby?
Asleep in the caravan.
Oh, it's Diana's?
Sean, I don't want to sit around you waiting for it to get worse. I reckon if we leave now, we can get out to the valley before they get their acts together and close the roads.
You think so?
Yeah, we can go the back roads, through the woods. I'll leave some money on the side for Mrs. Graves. You know her husband isn't back yet either.
He's a boozer, right? That's what I've heard. That's her problem anyway.
Don't be unkind, Sean.
Come on, let's go and get Dylan.
What kind of accent does Sean have? I don't know. That's a good question. It's a bit... I think it's a bit Welsh. Maybe? I don't know, it's hard to say. It's he talks very low, so there's a bit of clumsiness about his wording, and it's hard to decipher.
I don't even care that he was screwing her.
Oh.
What made me angry was that he treated me like I was too stupid to notice. I dream through the light storm and see the pattern dancing on his skin as he burns.
What?
I wake up with eyes full of liquid light. I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining towers on the same point in the sky. If it is establishing conduits for communication, that should create a jump in bandwidth.
Say that again? Hang
I
on.
don't even care that he was screwing her. What made me angry was that he treated me like I was too stupid to notice. I dream through the light storm and see the pattern dancing on his skin as he burns. I wake up with eyes full of liquid light. I'm going to concentrate all 5 remaining.
It's interesting phrasing. Like, that was almost as if that was, like, that's nothing like previous speech patterns she's had. I'm gonna lie, it kind of feels easier to tune on the controller.
Don't touch it. It's fine.
It's like a sunburn, but it's a funny shape. Is it sore?
I can't feel it at all. Don't fuss over
I
it.
can't believe that you left Kate there. Why won't you
Oh.
tell me what happened?
She's probably not even noticed I've gone.
Ah.
It's really nothing.
You're lying. Don't lie to me.
Fine. We had a row. She'll work all night anyway.
Stephen, listen to me. Was there an accident? Is that how your face got burnt?
It's nothing. Something, I don't know. Just got a bit shaken up and then we fought. She wanted to stay and collect more data.
Was she burnt as well? Is everything all right?
Jesus, Liz, are you sleeping with me or her? She's fine, we're both fine. I don't want to talk about her. I came here to see you.
I just worry.
Well done.
Steven, you're a piece of shit, you know that?
Come to bed.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, what? What? Oh. Holiday makers to the main hall. The main hall! Dead bird. So... interesting. Go. Go, tiny orbs. I like the smoothness now because I'm using thumbsticks. I could just, it feels a lot more cinematic almost. Into the portal we go! Ah! God damn, it's bright. Oh.
Sleeping baby. Darling child.
Amateur cameraman all of a sudden. I didn't say that, I'm just saying it's a lot smoother.
When you wake, you will be mine.
What?
Starlight. Sleep and love. Shh. Sleeping baby. Shadow dust. Clouds and starlight.
Oh wait, Peter Pan.
When we're called to go, we must. Into starlight. Sleep and love.
Is he asleep? You all right?
kiddo.
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted. That's it. Sleep.
Oh, what the fuck? Bye, everyone. Bye. Thought I suddenly got taller, but it was me stepping on something. It is funny because I don't consider myself a very spiritual person. I don't really feel like sometimes there's like greater things or whatever. Like, not to get too metaphysical about all this, but it is nice that there are things that you can just make you... The ambience, there's like just creative ventures that can just make you just feel particular ways. Like it's in a level of it is that they talk about emotional manipulation in video games and media and stuff, but sometimes it's just it's nice to just have something allow you to express that or just to experience it. It's not that it's malicious. It's just people sometimes just want to have that, and I think games like this are very good for that. There's like a cathartic nature to that. Very soothing. I just realized that the pattern on Lucy's fur looks like a cinnamon roll. Oh, your cat. You should call her Little Cinnamon Roll. That'd be pretty cute. My Little Cinnamon Roll. I agree. I don't think most of these are crafted with any ill intent. No, yeah, I don't think they ever are. I think it's like if they... I think it's a bit frustrating when you see some things where it's like... It feels like you... I think it's a bit tacky. If you feel like you can feel
Squish
the
that
music and
cat.
stuff just
All
doing
you
it...
need to know is to squish that cat.
Yes, I agree, CJ. You should squish it. I think that it's like there's a degree of it where it's like if it's... Oh shit. We must be towards the end, if not at the end then. If we're now dealing with Stephen. Well, the music's amping up. So, just the idea that, like, if something is, it feels like...
There's data coming through faster than I can encode it. I've already lost 2 processors. They keep burning out.
Please, I love you. You need to get out of there. It's not safe.
I need you, Stephen. I need you here. I can open the gate manually. I can let you in.
It's too dangerous. You don't
Stephen.
No, you don't understand.
Fucking Stephen.
We can solve this. We can find a way. I just need more power. I need to
Is
amplify
Kate in over her head?
on my own. You saw the opportunity. You ran the numbers, remember?
We're responsible for all this. You and me.
It's not just you and me anymore, though, is it?
Jesus, Kate, you're trying to talk to it, aren't you? Kate, you can't.
Stephen, I have to.
Kate, please. Kate, please. You're gonna get us all killed. But yes, I think sometimes when they approach emotional manipulation and it's unwarranted in terms of, or it's a bit tropey, or it's like they're not really expressing something, it's just doing it. It can be a little frustrating. His one's different. He's like orange. And faster.
It's completely dead. It won't start.
It's only a short walk to the camp. I think we should split up.
You go and fetch Rachel. I'll go back to the village and find Evie.
I don't think we should split up.
Theory, Stephen is cheating with Frank.
I'll meet you back at my
His
house
uncle?
later on, okay? We can talk properly then.
Why won't you tell me what happened?
No, actually, you should stay at the camp.
Frank almost tried to kill Stephen.
Bring Rachel back. She's gonna need her mother.
Meg.
Just take care of her.
Meg!
What is it, Charlie?
Nothing. Just be careful, that's all.
I will, I promise. You as well.
The real thing, I'm just doing it for the meme.
See you later.
I would imagine so, Kuro. Hang on, let me drive. Let me drive. I am curious where we're about to end up, because I wondered whether or not we would loop back into the town, but it feels like we're not going to. It really feels like we're going to the outskirts, or at least connect back to the other side of the communications, the observatory. Oh no, shit, we're back in the town? No. Wait. Yes? Where am I? I don't recognize that thing. There's another township? I'm a little confused. Steven, what are you trying to show me, man? Follies? Very dark. It's starting to get very dark. Hello? Anyone in the warehouse? Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so did you notice? As soon as I entered the building, I slowed to molasses. So when you're inside, you can't actually move that fast.
But why on earth are you there? Why aren't you calling from home?
It's hard to explain. I'm having to move around to follow it. When it finds a suitable host, it begins to amplify. Sorry, I'm not making much sense.
They're talking about
Taking a host. Okay, so it is taking hosts. Okay.
I know you're not that kind of doctor, but it all just sounds really weird.
We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's got something to do with the other night.
Steven's voice is really familiar, by the way. I wonder about some of these voice actors.
It's not a disease, Lizzie. It's something else.
Probably why I couldn't figure out if I could move faster originally.
Grasp it clearly yet.
Okay, come over. Have some lunch. We can talk properly. Have you spoken with Kate?
She's locked herself in the observatory. She's buried in the data. But it's already out here in
There's an order here of events that I'm still trying to dissect. Like, it's kind of tangled.
Lizzie, listen. Be ready. I need to go. It's moving again. I'll call you later.
Yeah, there's like an order of these events that I'm trying to figure out what's happening and which, because Lizzie has already gone to the train station. She left that last call, so she mustn't be around. And that call is from Pryor, where he is starting to freak out and trying to understand what's happening. And this is when he starts doddering around, and you start seeing him in various places, and he starts interacting with various individuals. Do you want me to spoil the voice actors, or do you want it revealed safe for the credit? I mean, I might not know the voice actors' names, Quasi. It'd be more referential to, like, they played this character or they know this. But go for it, I don't mind. Whoop. Who's in here?
Do you think she'll like it?
It's in an awful state, Stephen. I don't
It'll
think
be an
she'll...
adventure. It'll mean putting down roots here, maybe a family.
Are you sure she wants children? What, to stay here? It's not her place, you know.
Don't start that again, please.
I mean, she's ambitious, love, and she's, well, older. She's not going to want to stay cooped up at home looking after the kids.
Is that how you felt about me?
Oh, stop it, Stephen. That's not what I meant. You know it. I'm just saying you should make a choice. If it's a family you want, well, you know how much Lizzie wants a family.
Jesus, Mum, I didn't come here for marriage guidance. I just asked what you thought about a fucking house.
Stephen Appleton language.
It's just that you have to understand, Kate is the most brilliant, extraordinary, wonderful person I've ever known. She's like no one else. The way she looks at things, it's like she has whole worlds inside her head. I don't think you or anyone really understands that.
Well, it seems like that wasn't enough for you, Stephen. Apparently. You shit. Hey Pixie, do you know about the Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins? What? Don't even know what that means, Pixie. Ghost Adventures? Like last night? Or a different type of ghost? Thank you for the shout out, Kuro. Language, Stephen. Stephen Philip J. Fry. They don't know the Ghost Adventures. What do you mean I don't know Ghost Adventures? Oh, I can go in here. Oh, it's just junk. This is junk. Yeah, this is an empty house. This is probably the builder's one for them to test buildings, making various buildings. I can't believe this. Yeah, sure. I know what that is too. Well, you have a big advantage, Quasi. You can just quickly type into Google and be like, yeah, I know what that is. So many fucking dead birds. Holy hell. Kate seems to be the only thing that's kind of progressing.
Changes are evident. Although the butterfly burn is now faded, I can clearly see the change in my pores up close. As I record these words, I can feel myself hearing them as if for the first time, as if I'm both speaker and listener simultaneously. I am a scientist. I can only deal with the evidence I have. And this points in one simple direction. It's not in the observatory. It's in me.
Well, Steven figured that out. So yeah, we went to Lakeside earlier. We're now in Little Tipworth. And it looks like that path is, this is the last path. This is the end. So we're on the last part of it. It's the show with Zach Baggin. What the fuck is Zach Baggin? What are you guys talking about? Like Ghost Hunters? I know you guys love Ghost Hunters in America. The ghost! Oh no, it's man with a paint can. Oh, I want the phone, but I can't get in the yard. I also noticed the suns are burning orange, but...
Kate, can you hear me? Listen, I'm trying to make things right. I've isolated myself. I'm in the old bunker at the substation. Just keep this band clear. If you're still alive.
Kate.
I'll try and check in every...
I must be Kate. I have to be. So I was, okay, so when the game loaded up, I was looking at the logo a lot, and the logo is the final sunset, with two individuals walking into the sunset.
Kate, it's in us, too.
It's in both of us, okay.
I've made arrangements for myself after the strike, after I finish the job. You need to think of that, too. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it all.
Me too. I feel like I've seen a dozen shows with the same ghost hunting format. When you see cheesy, shitty ghost hunting show, that's Ghost Adventures. What network is on? It was a fucking tool dude that goes with two other friends that taunt ghosts. Wait, so the thing you're talking about is that, Pixie?
No phones, you know the protocol. That doesn't matter now. It's figured out how to circumvent the telecommunications blackout. What? I didn't think it could. Kate understood. She saw how adaptable it was. How smart.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about it like it's alive.
You have to assume that everyone here is infected.
We can't know
We're
that.
infected. It's killed all the birds, and now it's in us. It's trying to leave the valley any way it can. The quarantine is not enough. You've got to remove the carriers. You've got to cut off its energy source, its food.
I've already told you, Stephen, I'm not going to order an airstrike.
Now it knows we're onto it. It's going to keep on spreading as fast as it can.
The quarantine and blackout will hold it in check. They've cut all of the phones out of the valley, so it's only you communicating out
Aren't you listening? It's figured out ways around it. Radio waves, something. All of the lines are cut, but the phones are working anyway. You've done all the right things, but it's not enough. You've got to stop it before it adapts again.
Stephen,
Man,
my family,
Stephen made this decision.
I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it.
Oh my god.
You're asking me to sign their death warrant.
Can't believe you don't know it, Quasi.
Don't you think I'm aware of that?
I've never had the travel channel at my house growing up. Oh, it's Discovery Channel. Oh, my favorite channels. Hey, thank you for the water.
You come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
Interesting. Return from the Abyss. Welcome back. We're learning how much of a shithead Stephen is, and the fact that he has decided the best choice of option is the final solution. The only solution. Guess I can't get into this house here. I showed it to Samurai last night and we were kecking so hard. If I ever thought about, like, people who embody that emote, it's definitely you and Samurai. You might have saved the world. Yeah, but fuck the world. This thing needs to live. What about this poor blight entity? We've been down here? I don't think we have. So, you know, I'm starting. There's a lot of repeated assets in this game. But I'm starting to have moments where I'm like a deja vu.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
Choose a side. I want to choose the side of the light orb. It just wants to live. It wants to communicate.
Shut it down now.
No. If you won't help me, I'll do it on my own. I'm gonna route all the power.
I'm on Kate's side, apparently.
Kate, wait. It's trying to break through again.
Kate, wait.
I'm on the doctor's side. Doctor, I'm with you. I wonder if there's a little reference in there, actually, the fact that they're both doctors in a sense. Well, can't tell if that's forward. That almost looks forward. You're on your side? I guess so. Hey, bro. Everyone's a bit peepo shy today. I love saying peepo shy. Peepo shy. Wait, where am I? Did I come from here? Again, I don't want to miss anything. I'm getting a little confused.
Come here. This was a mistake.
What do you want me to say? You knew what you were getting into.
Really?
Well, I'm sorry we don't measure up to your exacting standards, Dr. Collins. Maybe you just need to give us ordinary humans a break.
What? Ordinary humans like Lizzie Graves? Did you really think that?
Oh, this is when they, like, have their little tiff.
Frank told me. Or did you forget there's one person in this shithole who actually talks to me?
Kate, it was just a drink.
Don't bother, Stephen.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Kate, slow down.
You were engaged to her, Stephen. You nearly married her.
Oh, come on, it was just a drink.
Then why the hell did you lie to me about it?
Because I knew you'd be mad and then it would end up in a row. You wanted to focus on the event tonight.
Oh, so you were actually doing me a favor. Wow, I guess I just forgot to say thank you. Do not treat me like I'm an idiot.
You're overreacting. I know you're stressed.
Just
peepo shy.
Thank you, Bixie. I'm a bit peepo shy myself.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me.
Mummy and Dad are fighting, look.
Kate, come on, this is crazy.
I kind of do agree Kate is overreacting in some regard, but Steven's a piece of shit. More water? Thank you, Al. Dipod chap is here. I've been here, you brook. I wish I could fix him so he would recognize things like that, but it works. A row. I like the phrase a row. What's the opposite of a peepo shy?
I can't move my legs, can't feel my face. When I collapsed,
Peepo
the
angry.
light was waiting for me
Maybe.
there. Caught me, lowered me here. Now it's
Visibly
pulling on
angry.
my feet, watching me. The printers are spewing out page after page
What
of
if we,
zeros.
Peepo Shy, had a row? Peepo
It's
Shy in
right.
my town.
Quasi.
I'll be fine. I'll look after you. It's alone.
Peepo vibe.
Oh, it's traveled so far.
Oh, it's traveled so far.
It's okay. I can help you. We can be together now.
Careful, Kate. I feel like you're just
10 seconds to signal fusion. We can be together. 3 seconds.
Kate.
2.
Oh. Cool. Oh, took it too far. Oh look, this must mean she drove her van. Remnants of her doing stuff. Steven's white paint. Crazy. Kate was the cheater all along? Yeah, she just, all she wanted was something greater. What was that in? So, I've watched a lot of Doctor Who. I'm fairly sure there was a plot line that was something similar to that, where there was a character, he's so obsessed with being, like, feels different, he's smart, he's not quite like other people in the village, and becomes obsessed with the idea of...
Have they closed the tunnel?
There's no trains. I've put up a sign.
The tunnel, Howard, is it closed?
I think so. I don't like
What an
it. It's not right at all.
intergalactic dick.
Stop whining, it doesn't help anyone. Did you know you're bleeding?
Oh, this headache is just killing me. I haven't had a nosebleed like this since I was a kid.
But you've not been to the village?
No, I've been here the last couple of days, or at home. I've only spoken to Clive at the EMC on the phone. Well,
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
But no direct contact with any other people.
Thank you, Pixie, for gifting us sub to Quasi.
It's the pattern.
I appreciate it a lot, Pixie. You're amazing.
Direct contact to transfer.
Peepo shy.
what do you mean direct contact? Steven!
Steven! Steven, what do you want? What do you want, Steven? Steven, tell me. Pixie, what would we do without you? Why won't you lick the orbs? I would put my tongue out and touch it if I could. Problem is, I don't know which way I have been and haven't been now, and which way's forward. The layout of this area is a little bit more confusing than the previous ones. I don't want to miss anything, but there seems to be an environment over here, so we might go over here. I know we're already like 2 hours into the stream, but I just want to keep going. I feel like we're close, so I'm just gonna keep going, even if it takes me another hour. I need to know what happened here. Who are these people? Why should I care? Love train stations.
I've never seen it.
Love trains.
You're overreacting.
Stephen, they stare at me. Yesterday I went into the village and this old woman just stopped in the middle of the street and stared at me like I had 2 heads.
Oh, don't be so melodramatic.
I'm like a walking freak show. Oh, this place, it's so insular. I just don't understand how you grew up here.
Well, I was very different then. And they're not so bad, really.
That's easy for you to say.
Just give it a bloody chance, Kate. This was the deal. A year here, and we could be in with a real shot at Lucia.
Stephen!
Oh, Christ, it's Lantham.
Stephen Appleton, I thought it was you. What's all this about a Yank wife?
Yank wife.
Hello.
2 heads, Stephen. Hi, I'm Kate.
This will be what happens when Pixie comes over to Australia. Everyone's just gonna be like, what is this? What is this thing? Bloody Yanks. Insult her after she like gifted the sub. I'm a good person. Daimono, did you watch Thomas the Tank Engine when you were a kid too, Peepo Shy? I did, Peepo Shy. Fucking loved Thomas the Tank Engine. It's very weird when I went to 3D. I think it's like, and we were talking about, someone else's channel was talking about, oh, I'm down here. We were talking about Postman Pat the other day on someone else's channel, and it's like, yeah, fucking Postman Pat. Like, watch the shit out of that too. There's a show that I don't know if many people have seen. There was one that was like a, it was basically, I think it was made by the people who made Postman Pat, and it's a, there's like a, they live on sort of a British canals, and have like a little boat and stuff like that. Why am I a Mimo Palico? I got Black Parade on loop. Pretty much. It was a, I felt like it was a good base for like a lot of my Halloween costumes. Pretty much. I love the dark Palico, half clothes making moody. Well, the thing is, I've had people not like and dislike this one, so this one will be I've got quite a few models, that's the thing, but I try to stick to one because it's my identity, I guess, for the internet. But we'll see if we change. Quasi and I come over to Kangaroo Land, we're gonna fuck it up.
Stephen,
I don't doubt it.
I don't know if you'll ever listen to this.
Oh, this is her at the station.
Maybe you've decided to stay with Kate, and I can't blame you for that.
Oh, Lizzie.
I can't wait for you either. I've got to think about a baby.
Baby! There it is. Oh, so Lizzie did have a baby. Okay, there we go.
Time ago.
Right.
I've run out of excuses for not leaving now. But I do love you.
White Christmas Palico when? I don't know about that. 3D bananas and pajamas have lips and it ain't right. That's true. You're totally right, CJ. Hi, Lizzie. Steven, you prick. Wait, hang on. Oh, this was one that didn't actually change the lighting properly. Interesting. We got the sads, but we didn't get the walk of shame. Cancelled. Dramatic moment of me clumsily going through a door. Oh, it's starting to get quite warm in my room. I might have to open a door or something. White Christmas Palico went. Christmas Palico. No White Christmas in Australia. Christmas Palico. Beach Palico. Christmas Palico. That's right. I have to get my little board shorts on. Bikini Palico. No. That's something that's not happening. I want to go up there. I want to go stand above the train. I'm a little worried. What is that? What have you in your hand? What have you done? What have you, Pixie? What have you done? No one else believes that poggers means pregnant. What are you talking about, CJ? Hang on. Excellent. Well, I'll stand here across the station as I open my door. I'm quite warm. Alright, this better not break my game. Oh, tabbing, but we'll see. Here we go. Hold on, game. You can do it. I believe in you. Have you sent me pics? Peepo Shy in my hand? Rather not be peepo shy to my hand. I'm sure right now is the time for a VB, but ah shit. Hang on, we're gonna do this. You've sent me a webum. Yeah, hang on. It's got a wrapper on it, so I'm trying to have to pull it out. Peepo shy in my hand. I gotta stop saying peepo shy. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this one out, actually. Mo, what has Mo sent me? Is it a... I knew it! I knew that's what you were gonna send. How did I know, Mo? We're a little cliche here in Australia, aren't we? Give me a sec. I'll have to edit both of those. You wanna go over the arts? Do I still have my art section set up? Hang on. Give me a sec. I generally hate webums. I don't know why it does it. It's really annoying wrapper. Go into creative mode. I haven't been over here in a while. Alright. We're just gonna cut out some stuff. Do we have any music? BGM's off for some reason. Yeah. Turn the BGM back on. It's not as bland. You guys can see what I'm doing at least. Where's the VB gone? Not that, don't do that. So, you get to see the props that we get to make. I try not to do this too often because... be very not time consuming. It could be it's kind of a bit weird. Oh my god, there's lots of weenies going on. Peepo weenie. Back to the game. Special occasion. Oh, actually, wait. We need to go back to creative time. I realized I fucked up something. Hang on. I need to, because I can't wear the vest like that. I need to actually adjust it. Let's just grab an eraser and just go like this. Shit, it's all kinds of messed up. Just erase it very roughly. For a little vest. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we'll see. But this is why sometimes I go to the art section, because it's otherwise I would just be talking over you looking at a very still game. Here we go. Special occasion. Oh no! Well, I've become small. Let's just say there's a couple of hotkeys that are shared, and I have to try and find which size I was. Was it this? Oh my god, I feel like this is going to work very well. Maybe I should chop off some of the shoulders. Or I could just do this, actually. I might just do that. Just because my head's very square, it looks very weird if I don't do that. Where'd the VB go? There we go. That's a big VB. I feel like this has changed the tone of the stream. So this is my new Halloween costume. General Australian bloke. Just got knocked off work. I'm moving in on tradies turf. All right. Back to the game. Oh, game, please. We back? All right, cool. Grabbing the controller and let's roll. There we go. We good. Made it 250. The tradies knocked off 2 hours ago. Knocking off at lunch. Oh, this is a sad state of affairs, isn't it? Can you guys hear the game? Suddenly feel like I can't hear the game. Oh no, there we go. Which is very silent. I can hear the raid alarm again. Dead bird. Our tradies do alright. They do good work. They do a hard yakka. Full mile. What do Americans say? It's like you have a like fair swig of the sauce bottle. What do Americans say is when people put in like their hard hours? Ollie's Cafe. Let me in.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, is there anyone there?
Hello,
Can
it's
anyone
me.
hear me?
I'm me. I'm here.
Clive.
Hi.
Clive, it's
I'm Clive.
Stephen Appleton. Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
No. Wait.
Come on, Clive.
Getting in on the grind, putting in the work, clocking in, clocking the hard hours. Yeah, there we go. Clocking the hours.
Kate, it's Stephen.
Freedom
I'm
forging.
in Tower 6. Kate, are you there? Kate? Anyone? Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Stephen Appleton broadcasting from within the quarantine zone. Can anybody hear me? Over.
David!
Oh, God, no. No. Fucking hell, no!
But are they not telling us? I spent a long day of freedom forging. Time to die from basic injury, crippling my finances and ruining my life. Oof. You're real, CJ. Fucking hell. I still... One of the most frustrating things on stream is talking to people in America and they talk about their health stuff and I'm like, please just go visit your doctor and just consult them on it. You don't have to have anything done. They might be able to give you a prescription or something. But then it's like, nope. Nope. Apparently can't do that. Apparently that costs you massive muns. Fucking hell. So crazy. CJ too accurate. Final season of 2020 starts in a few hours and with the election results hit. I was the results in like a little bit. Have we been here? I'm a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. I've lost track a little bit to where we are. Also, I haven't looked at what's this thing you've linked, Pixie? Am I scared? Should I be scared? It's me. I see. Hi, me. I love you. Even with insurance, co-pays can be fucked. Oh, really? So ridiculous. The degree of like looking after your citizens that the government is responsible for, that I just feel like they just don't want to for some reason. Communism, I guess. Socialism, whatever. Whatever they want to fucking call it. Just look after your people, you shits.
I think he was hoping he could have a word with you about Frank. There's nothing to say. Oh, listen, Wendy, they might all be scared of you, but that's not going to work with me. You're 68 years old. Grow up. Talk to Frank.
How dare you speak to me like that? Give me my bird feeder right now.
Promise me you'll drop by and see your brother.
Megan Holloway,
Not a chance. Promise me. It's for your own good, and you know it.
You are a shamelessly manipulative and difficult woman. It's no wonder Charlie adores you so much.
No wonder I do what?
No wonder you never finish what you start. I thought I told you to check the incoming stock orders. Wendy, one bird feeder for you. I'll tell Frank you'll stop by.
Oh.
Charlie, stop mooning around and stick the kettle on. Make yourself useful.
A copay is a fee you pay for the privilege of being able to see a doctor. Fucking hell. Australia's issues not travel warning anyone considering going to America. Oh, yeah. We're gonna be stuck in the USA for at least another 6 months, sadly. Yeah. We should have left 4 years ago. Yeah. Oh, not to be too dark. There was like again, As soon as the election results were in 4 years ago, me and my girlfriend decided we would not be traveling to the America for some time, unfortunately.
Appleton!
Appleton?
You thieving bastard, I knew it was you.
Listen, take everything you need, but then you have to leave. You don't understand, you can't be near me.
Painting your stupid little pictures. Stealing food. You always were a little prick.
Please, every second we're in proximity makes it worse. I'm a primary conduit.
You're a fucking disgrace. Come here!
Don't touch me, get off!
What's going on?
Come in here, lord
Jesus,
it over
Sam.
us. Thinking you're so much better
Sam,
than the
leave
rest
him.
of us.
No physical
you
contact.
and your stupid fucking missus.
stop
She's
it.
better than any of you.
Oh, that's what this blood is.
Sam?
Holy shit!
Meg, please.
Don't come near me.
Meg!
Charlie!
Meg, wait!
Don't touch me!
Meg, please, you have to understand, it was an accident! Get off her!
Let go, let's just go.
Who's this?
Charlie, you
Charlie.
have to understand, it was an accident.
Just leave him. Leave him.
What have you done, Appleton, you bastard?
Come on, Charlie, let's just
Meg,
get
Charlie,
out of here.
please!
Coming apart at the seams, this little town. It's like, I don't know, I feel bad for Stephen, it's like all coming to a boil, like it just, all the poor things, all the poor choices are coming together, and a lot of unfortunate circumstance. Seek asylum, please, but isolate for 20 weeks for almost, we almost COVID free here. Yeah, we're doing pretty well here now. Home of the fucked land and of the poor. I mean, so the thing is, I don't know. Okay, I won't go down that train of thought because one, it's depressing. Two, it gets politicized. Three, it's. I don't think I'm a fantastic source of information when it comes to stuff like this. I read a lot. I feel like I'm educated, but however, I'm not someone who should be speaking on. Like, I shouldn't be taking any platforms to encourage anything. Instead, it should be encouragement of being involved. If you're unhappy about anything, you should be making yourself educated, informed, and then attempting to make the decisions by voting and getting involved in, say, protests if you need be. But it's each individual's own answer to, and also to encourage. That's new. I think that's leading me towards the end. And I think it's each person's onus to encourage others that you find either similar-minded, or people that you feel like might need to be educated to responsibly get involved in it. Like, make sure that they know their choices and everything as well. But, you know, whatever.
What have you done to your face?
It's nothing. You collecting feed? Looks like the supplies haven't been coming in.
I knew this game would bring out COVID talk.
Phones are all strange. Can't pin.
It's also a funny time. It's just a funny time right now in the world.
What are you doing with that paint?
Means the EMC are actually moving at the proper speed. Listen, Frank, have you heard anything on the radio about a flu outbreak?
Oh, this is the start.
They're shutting down access to the valley to try and isolate it. No, something about the phones. I can't put my finger on it quite yet.
What are you talking about? Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where are you going?
Oh, Frank. We're all in this together. That's right. It's 100% it. It's where the government sends all the asylum seekers until they decide, oh, fucking... Don't get started on asylum seeker stuff, TJ. It's horrible, horrible stuff. Oh, look. Oh. I didn't notice that before. It's actually acting as a emitter that we can see. Interesting. Manus Island is fucked, but Trump loves it. You know? Yeah, of course he does. Of course he fucking does. Glad to have you all right now. Yeah, I think we're doing good. I think it's becoming normal. I think for people in the inner cities, it's more important. I've got a friend who's very, very into the inner city, and he's had a pretty hard time over the past few months. Where am I going? This way? Why am I a drunk crossing guard? No, it's a tradie. I can't get more iconic Australian than this right now. Mate, he's a hard-working Aussie trader, you ScoMo, on a smoker, you drongo. You call it, I think you're gonna call him ScoMo. You guys know what a ScoMo is? I'm gonna make a joke there. I'm gonna avoid that though. What, mate? He's not. The thing is, his achievements are not that high, CJ. That's saying something. Like a chimo. It's like a Chico roll. You ever had a Chico roll, mate? Just go down to the servo. Bung some chicken salt in that bad boy. Bit of sauce. How do I get down? Where do I go? I'm a little lost. Where do I go now? Steven, I think I've been everywhere, mate. Where are we going? I know. Where are you going? You want me to go this way? Alright. Clive Palmer is Aussie Trump. Again. Not 100% sure if that man has dealt with that many operations and trade and stuff, but he's a piece of shit too. What have you linked? I can't see what you've linked. I guess I'm going to the truck. Are we going here? Oh, it's the bunker. Oh, this was the bunker. I didn't even notice that. Oh, so this was Steven's paint. So it was Steven's paint. Oh shit, we're in a bunker now. But this might be it. We might be at the end, maybe. Closest thing we have. We've had the greatest evil come from our country. Did you see that petition, by the way, CJ? It's so big. It's so crazy big. If you're any Australians watching this, I'm going to talk over this. I don't care. If you're an Australian and you haven't signed that petition, if it's still open to, please go do. I feel like a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. The K-Rod Media one, yes.
It had been hit by a car and couldn't walk.
I think it's very important.
My mum went spare, of course. Made him keep it in the shed. He was already slipping away from us then. He spent hours with that fox, telling it all about Italy and the villages they bombed there. I was jealous, I think. The fox got more of my dad than I did. But it was dying, that was clear. So one day, I snuck out, took it a sandwich for food. I was only 8. When it bit me, I remember the anger, the shock, the hurt. Running in, screaming from the garden. My mum panicking about rabies. My dad beat it to death with a spade.
Oh, fuck.
Later I found him crying. He'd done it, Kent's son. That's what he said.
What? He said, he what?
Done it, Ken, it was hurting you. That's just a poor, dumb, dying animal. It doesn't know it's hurting us. Christ help us, it's left the valley. It's everywhere now. It's been 3 hours since the planes went over. I haven't been able to reach anyone on the shortwave. I'm beginning to think I may have made a terrible miscalculation.
Don't you have your Australian citizenship, DJ? I think anyone, if you're living in Australia, I think you're able to. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I know that a lot of Americans and people outside of Australia and British were signing it as well, but it unfortunately you can't. I think this is it, guys. I think we've reached the end of the road. The thing is, what happened to Kate? I feel like it's not over yet. Why is this moving? I don't know what's happening. There?
What are you? You understand me, don't you? Well, there's no one left. Just me. You know what this is? What I'm gonna do? You want light?
Oh shit.
I'll give you light.
Fucking Steven.
After me, there's no one. You'll be all alone again. Forever. Like before. You've taken everyone I've ever loved from me. You've made me do things I never even thought I was capable of. But if you think I'm coming with you... Kate? Wait. Stop. Kate.
Well, that was quite a moment. That was very well done.
This is Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Despite being 70 years, you're not eligible for a... Wait? What? For real? Not that particularly I want it. It's different for Kiwis for some reason, harder than others. I think the main requirement is you're missing... Oh, okay. That sucks. Wait, I've just been teleported. Oh, I'm on the other side of the gate that apparently they couldn't open. Ellie Towers. Alright, so it looks like we're doing each tower, I guess. Least of my concerns. Yeah. I feel like this year has been a very good perspective year for people.
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out of the window. Down there, he said. That's home. But all I saw were patches of color. I don't think until this moment that I understood that one could contain the other so completely.
Now you're playing as Kate? So who were we playing as before then? Not Kate. Cat. I guess cat is the right answer. What the hell? All different. Let's see. I guess Stephen? I don't know, but did Stephen watch his final moments then? But then what was that orb that we were traveling around with? Because I thought that was Stephen.
The blink of an eye. Between
Who the fuck owns as many printers? She ordered them in specifically for this.
with the pattern curled
She
around
stole
me,
everyone's printers.
I saw the inevitability. The necessity of presence born from absence. The constant unfolding.
Fortunately, phrasing like that, I get a little irksome on phrasing like that because that just, this inevitable. Why is she drawing avocados? is the ambiguity that you can be in that style of writing, make it sound smart, but it doesn't really mean anything. It's as if they'd like, the way they do it in a lot of things is like it's meant to be transcribed as there's something bigger here that we don't quite understand, and I understand that, where it's like she's probably pieced something together that could be. So phrasing like this could be something actually meaningful, but as far as I can tell, it's not really. But then again, that's that thing where it's like the people who read into this a bit additionally and have done their theory crafting on all of this might have actually discerned something from like phrasing like that. I feel like that might be the last one, so let's go up here. Ambiguous science mumbo jumbo, yeah. Some of it's not so bad when it's like it's meant to be a paraphrase of just science terminology. That's fine, but then there's other times where it's like they just say something. It's like, oh, it's so deep and meaningful. I'm like, that sentence didn't really amount to anything. Like you've just said nothing essentially. But yeah, well, this is all so similar to what I was doing. You sure I'm not Kate? I feel like I was Kate. Hey, Cobalt. Have some water. I'm eating icing slowly. Very, very melty icing. How are you today?
I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her. I try and explain that much of what it did was wrong. It shows me Stephen and Lizzie together. And
Yeah, I think it's Kate. The way this is, I think we've just jumped forward. So this is stuff that Kate's done, and now we're seeing Kate's memories.
In the orchards of their love. Jeremy lies at peace with his God at last.
I miss Jeremy's final moments. Fuck.
Because they are together. I understand it better now.
I knew I felt like I missed some stuff.
It is a collector of time.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No butterflies.
Oh no! Are we going with the butterfly trope? Okay, alright. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but... For what purpose, though? It's just the manic nature of some of this is... I like it. The remnants of something. I think video placement where it's just objects that you can explore, like something in a scene in a movie or something, it's basically a 2D screen to us. You don't get to explore it, but when you're in amongst a whole heap of collective objects that represent a story, it can be very poignant for getting across events. Just that little bit more, like there's micro events that you can keep track of. If they go that far.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost
Nothing. I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand, and the moment hang in the air forever. I watched his face.
He got scorched.
And in the last second, I almost believe he saw me.
Oh. Don't crash, game. Please. Oh no. Ah, you're kidding me. We were right there. Why did that happen? I don't even know what triggered that. Don't worry, guys. Oh, Steam's doing something now to it. We were right there. We were right there. Sudden crash, ultimate spook. Steam's doing something to it now. There we go. I think it was closing it. So on the load screen, I noticed that there's 2 people sitting on a park bench that I've never seen. Oh, there's butterflies in the... I thought I saw butterflies in the original, and there's also butterflies flying around. They're the only creature that we've seen alive during all of this. So... don't throw me back too far. It should have saved after Stephen. At least. Please. It seems to save pretty frequently, so... moments like this, I always save the game and immediately save just to be sure. Yeah, I normally would do 2 Warlock, but this is the type of game that has it's mostly autosaves. I don't think I'm in control at save points or anything. I do not trust computer overlords. Probably wise. Just having a sip of my VB. Problem is, I should drink to the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. It's a nice sunny day, a good day for a VB. I don't think any day is a good day for a VB. VB sippy. Okay, here we are. Alright, yeah, it looks like we've reset fully. Okay, so let's just trigger them. And question is, can I just run from point to point and just trigger each of them individually without listening to them?
On the plane, Stephen leaned across me and pointed out of the window. Down there, he said.
Whoa. Controller was vibrating. They walked away from it. Can I just... I can't play it anymore. Okay, so you can do that. So basically it has a warning system of like, you've gone too far, turn back. You'll miss it. Resisting control. Check its sprint. Just there, look how close it is. Hop, skip, and a jump. I don't know who walks at this speed. Who can like walk and be like literally... I'm a person with no legs. I'm Ghost with like arthritis.
I watched a butterfly dancing in a strip of sunlight. All of its life contained in a single day.
Totally, it shakes to let you know. Well, they are butterflies. Can you see that? We haven't really had that before now, where it's like they are a lot more like butterflies here than they were previously. Most of them were just small orbs of light.
I know it didn't mean to hurt any of them. I try and explain why Lizzie tried to leave with her child and why it was wrong to stop her.
Nah, it was the right thing to do. destroy the child. I'll just grind here. Tink. Any Hawk would be proud. Man, I want to strap skateboard to my feet. 600 points, nose grind. Cool. Tubular. Radical. All terrain.
I watched the pattern lean in and time slow to almost.
We heard the whole thing of this, didn't we?
I saw the flame leap from Stephen's hand and the moment hang in the air forever.
I'm gonna stand in the beam. What happens if I stand in the beam?
And in the last second,
I will absorb it all.
I almost believe he saw me. He wasn't frightened or angry. I remember his expression, just like I remember it from the first time, early that morning when he woke and, still half sleeping, said, "God, I love you."
Getting too powerful.
And I loved him as he entered the fire. And I let him go, knowing I wasn't ready to join him. We have held time to ourselves here in this place. Held the light to the ground because we were afraid of the coming dark. But now we understand that to cling to the light is not living. I've spent my life watching the illumination from a million dead stars reaching for me without grasping this meaning. The light we cast transcends our death. The pattern made by our living creates a bridge across the dark.
Absorbing all the souls. That's right. I will become the souls born. That was a good moment. I like that. That's good writing there. I think that's one of the things that's drawn me along on this is not just the intrigue. I think the script has been very well written, very well acted as well. I think the fact that you said, Quasi, that this was that guy from Downton Abbey, the prince, he played the prince. Like, it's very much a... It felt like this has been acted by professional actors. It feels like it's got a lot of weight there of people that have practiced a lot. I'm gonna transform in like Scrappy in that live action. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a weird, ominous scene.
It reaches out from the shadow of the tower, across the observatory, over the valley, and consumes the world. Everything is light now. Everything has come to rest. The world is scored by the traces we carved into it. Our presence is everywhere, the bridge joining our stories. This world existed before we came to it, and it will continue without us. In the empty fields and houses, our traces radiate, and others will come to dance in the light we cast. We can slip away gently, unafraid, knowing that everything will continue.
This is terrifying. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, where'd the orb thing? Where'd the thing go? I wanted to use the memory thing. It's gone. Dance in the light. Oh, I wanted to use the memory thing. It disappeared. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I hope I didn't miss something. I love how big the writing is. Like, why are you writing formulas the big of my shoe? Final observatory. Been quite the walking sim, hasn't it? I like this. This is an effect that I'm a big fan of. Is strands of light. Well, that's interesting. I wonder how. So it must be casting from an object, and then I'm breaking it. Or it's it says it's the culling point must be around here. I really like this. I like photography and things where it's like you've got the focused what is it called? It's over focus. And if it's in a 3D space, it just looks very cool. Big number mean big brain. Big number, big brain. It's good. Parallax? No, isn't parallax when an object is moving past you, the sound waves, and then it like... Oh, it's like these mini soul wells. This is like a boss fight and like an RPG where you have to avoid the light explosions. Isn't parallax when it's like... No, parallax is when it's like two objects from a, they're lined up, 3 objects or more, whatever, and it's to give the illusion of 3D space. That's the Doppler effect. Yeah, you're right. Parallax is like when you've got multiple objects that creating the illusion of space, of 3D space. Oh Jesus! Oh, we're definitely not. All right, I don't want to click on that now because I missed something before. I feel like parallax is also a modern effect too. That's true. Why is this one so hard to tune in on? That was a big one. I didn't listen to the radio, but I felt like that was the right thing to do. Parallax is a big role in depth maps. What was the question you asked again? Which one? I don't know. I don't keep track of what I say, so.
I'm not afraid. We have each other. We lived apart from them. We understand now our failure to touch, to belong. But it doesn't matter anymore. Everybody is gone, and we will join them. We are born apart, driftwood on the banks of an endless dark ocean, and we will be carried away.
She's
by
very,
the
very
storms.
philosophical for a scientist too.
But in between, in the single day,
This will teach them not for coming over to the observatory.
strip of sunlight, we can find what we miss. The love that makes us whole. The imminence. Everybody found their other. This pattern is mine.
It's Futurama. It's the beast of a thousand backs. Touching the hand of God. Or is it? Called it Cheetah? Wait, who's the cheetah? Oh, as in she's cheating for the alien dick. It is. It's beast with a. It's a beast with a million backs. That was interesting. So okay, so the end of that game is very ambiguous, leaving a lot of interpretation, which I thought this is what that type of game would be, where events played out and there were things solidified in terms of, like, say, Stephen, his involvement with the government, him attempting to control it because of his fears, orchestrating the bombs and everything like that. That stuff is pretty solid. But what's not answered is questions such as Kate's involvement with, say, the creature or the entity or whatever you want to call it that seemingly traveled to Earth, or it just existed in ethereal before it was somehow brought into existence. I feel like I don't know if I really touched on heavily on what brought it into existence and to amplify it, but it sounded like it did travel to Earth at least. Did you go to the Rapture? I didn't. Kate did. I'm left here pondering. Why the fuck didn't why didn't they take me? I didn't go. It did travel to Earth? I thought so. So that suggests to... And also, Kate's speech patterns towards the end suggested that she was speaking on his behalf at times. AMD. Yeah. So it's like, it's funny because it's like... There is an element where it's like... It's using the title tagline, "Everyone's gone to the Rapture," which sort of insinuates a almost biblical event, some sort of level of faith that's happening here, which she did have to have faith to trying to encourage that thing to grow and exist and stuff like that. But it's like, it doesn't really explain like if what she did is right, what would be happen post whatever she did. It doesn't... Stephen touches on the fact that it's left the village. It's no longer here. Which sort of points to the fact that perhaps this thing is beyond they could ever comprehend. Like, it could just consume the Earth. Or it could be something that it could learn and learn to stop. But, yeah, humanity is gone. It does feel like that. But it's... the level of acceptance where there's something like, if something happened, how are you going to go? Are you going to go kicking and screaming? Or are you going to have are you going to go willingly and accept that this is the only path? It did have a chance to coexist, but the time is past. Well, the thing is, I'm not sure about that. It depends on its growth rate. Like, is it just blindly consuming? Is it attempting to communicate? Is it like, how fast can it understand and learn and grow? But they're talking about it adapting and stuff like that, as if it's like a creature that's just adapting to consume, but it's not necessarily a entity that has identified that what it is consuming is something that will enhance its existence or get something else from it other than just consuming. And when it consumes it, what does it do? Like, it seems to turn them into fragments of memories, but are those fragments of memories something it's discarding, like it's remnants of, like, it's basically shitting them out, or is it actually taking passes of them and they become a big congrual entity that's like a hive mind or something like that? Like, it doesn't explain a lot of that stuff, and that's where it's like it leaves a lot of that up into interpretation, I think. I like to think that it did coexist. It would end up a scenario like the Disney Atlantis movie, living with the living crystal. Huh. I'm not sure. I think the memories were shown to us intentionally, not discarded. You think that it's its form of communicating? So we were very likely Kate walking down from the observatory at the very start, interacting with memories, who, after she had locked herself up for so long. But did that last event that we saw must have been the last event, because we did see that she had all the little photos. So apparently, while we were doing that, I wonder whether or not it's... I wonder whether or not we were supposed to be taking photos during that, when we were like having that little honing in thing, but I don't know. It feels like there's a little separation of what was us doing things, what was actually meant to be accelerating the plot. I just get riled up thinking about how awful things are for people in your country, and so many people don't realize. Yeah. It's one of the things, CJ, it's hard. I think America's a funny place, just in terms of we, from the outside in, have to look at that. Taking photos, yes. in those observatory areas, a couple of the areas had photos. She was obviously documenting the spirits or the memories that were remnants of the people that were there. But again, like I said, this game is left up to very, very loose interpretation of certain things. So, like, it's still, to me, it almost feels like the memories are a remnant. I don't know if they were necessarily showing off. I think it was like their final moments. That's why I think there's key moments where it's like these are memories that were important to them at particular times, but some of them were just unrelated. Like some of them were just events that were happening, but there were interconnected stuff. So I don't know. The photos were to show you the sidelines. Developer intentional to show you in case you miss any arcs. That's true. I did miss. I think I must have missed one or two, which is a little frustrating because I feel like that game is a little too slow for me to necessarily go and do it again myself. However, I think this would be the type of game I would appreciate to go check out, like a YouTube playthrough, and just to see each of the individual pieces that I might have missed, that fill in the blanks in the story. Because it's like, the one that annoys me the most probably is like, I didn't get to see what happened to Jeremy, which, again, I want to see, like, if did he make it to the end with accepting his fate, or discard God, or anything like that? What kind of person was he at the end? But some of them were just very focused. A lot of the characters in this game were very focused on their lives and just panicking, but they were still like trying to figure it out. Like the last moments of Lizzie, where she was still trying to get Steven back in her life and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good walking sim. I wish I knew about the sprint button earlier. 2, that sprint button was not exactly the most helpful thing in the world either. I just really wish I could move faster. Really good question. What kind of person were they in the end? Yeah. I feel like that's probably the defining piece of this game, in a way, where it's like, there is a level of inevitability here, which is, they thought they were taken by the influenza. Doesn't matter whether they thought it was the influenza, these weird light forms, the fact that the bombs were coming, the fact that they knew of what everything was. They all had to face a mortality there, where it's like, do we accept our fate, or do we try to make it better for those around us and hold a brave face, or like go kicking and screaming like Steven did? Oh, interesting. What was that? Do you know what that code is, Quasi? Do you know if it's like in hex, or is that just something? But yeah. That was Everybody Goes to the Rapture. And we went. What kind of person were you in the end? An observer? A proxy? A transmission agent? I don't know. I think that's one of those things where it's hard for me to establish how it would be for something like this, because it's, again, I think these games, it's nice to contemplate, but it's one of those things that you really can't tell until you are in those situations. And I don't know. For something like this, I would just be I am an observer. I feel like being a person who would like to collect the final moments would be my thing, but to find out, to better understand myself, I guess. You want me to tell you what the code was? Yeah, go for it. I'm now in a situation where I am open to all forms of extra information with this game, because like I said, I probably will be diving into this off stream. I don't think we're going to go back into it and say do additional discussion. Like I won't go and try and get to particular things, because it's like, if I click continue, I'm actually curious what it will happen when I click continue. Will this take me to the final moments? I don't think I get any form of chapter select or teleportation, but it was a quote. This is a very big quote for that amount of numbers. In the wake of human beings' death, what survives is a set of afterglows, some brighter and some dimmer, in the collective's brains of those dearest to them. There is, in those who remain, a collective corona that still glows. It's funny because that imagery there for the final light, I thought that would be Kate and Stephen in acceptance of their fate. The fact that they went separate and whether or not they became together within the entity's light, I don't know, but it doesn't feel like that's necessarily it. Douglas Hofstadter, Stadter. Once a star has died, the nebula will still grow. It's true. It's very true. It's a cool thing to think about. Light's an interesting thing. I'm just seeing where this drops me off into the continue. I thought so. Okay, so it dropped me off here. But yeah, I think that's that. I think that was Everybody Goes to the Rapture. Pretty cool. I'm glad there's certain games that I've picked up that I kind of have... Thank you, Clevy. I think it's one of those games that I'm glad that I put off sometimes, where it's like, I need to be in the right frame of mind, and sometimes I just need to make it do it. Sometimes it's just, they're a game that will take... I know what it's going to be, and I just have to accept what it is. But, yeah. Issued by the Haverton District Emergency Measures Committee. Well, oh look, there's the raid siren. Cool. I definitely feel like I missed stuff. There's a part of that was me trying to go at a brisk pace, and a part of that was I feel like at times it was a bit hard to tell what my pathing was, but yeah. Raid? No booty cheeks here, Pixie. There's no horny on my channel. That doesn't happen here.